sir. Sir. We're building.
We live, baby.
What episode is this? 141?
141.
Some 141. Wait, some 41. Never mind.
Some 141.
Damn, I thought we had a thing there.
Close.
Boy, did we miss an opportunity 100 episodes ago.
Shout out to some 41.
It is what it is, though, man. Welcome. Of course, as usual, everyone, all the listeners, to the True North Views podcast, Toronto's unofficial podcast discussing hip hop, R&B, and the culture. New music, of course, is a big part of the show as well. And if you don't know by now, where's the soundboard? I go by the name of Harris.
I'm Dill Dot, the podcast K Dot, aka Caramel Poppy, aka the Caramel God, pulling up from the logo, 3-pointers only. Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, put that in.
Script master here, Mr. Triple Double himself, 0 assists. Stealing 70 mil from the TTC. On my way to an NBA championship. You can call me Just Shola. And as usual, we are here giving you our views from the perspective of a few first-generation Canadians.
Hey.
Wow. Yeah.
Baby.
I want my trips to the gym, that's all I know.
Jeez.
Welcome. It's another episode. It's gonna be a good episode. I feel like I'm doing ritualistic stuff to make these episodes good. So, of course, we listen to music in pre-production. We have a pre-production now.
Hey.
Man.
Level it up. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Ole.
So listen, man. I think it's gonna be a good show.
It's gonna be
I think it's gonna be a good show. Of course, before we start the show, I gotta let the people know where to follow us at True North Views on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. What I forgot to do with the ritual. We didn't even check if nothing's on.
Oh, there is a game on. I thought you knew.
I mean,
What?
I just thought we were trying to get
Games? What games are on?
There's a New York Portland game on.
yeah,
Fourth
god
grade.
damn, man.
I know because I have two guys on my.
Because we were watching shit, right? Like it didn't.
We always watch. Oh,
Damn.
that's true. I thought you just didn't do it on purpose.
Nah, I forgot.
Because you were looking at your fantasy. Oh, maybe you're the one playing. That's why.
That was a music.
Yeah, you know.
Because I have two guys playing at once, so I can see the score right now.
That must be nice, though.
No, you must be nice. For GTDs after that.
A lie, yo.
You know,
Fantasy.
Must be nice, yo. Shout out to Shola, eh?
Fantasy is wild this year. Anyways, man, let the people know where they follow us. As I mentioned, at True North Views on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. On YouTube, you will get the full episodic experience, audio and visual. Go check that out. Subscribe, like, rate, comment. You know the vibes there. On our Instagram, what you will find is sound bites, long sound bites. It can be a minute, it can be 45 seconds, it could be 6 minutes. And it's essentially sound clips from the respective episode for the week. Give you a bit more of a condensed feel for what we do and what we present. So please, on Instagram, you know the vibes there. Put it in your stories.
You know the fucking
comment,
vibes.
participate in the conversation. Every post, we're asking a question of some sort or highlighting of something of some sort. So definitely participate in that conversation. We'd greatly appreciate that. And on our Twitter, I mean, it's random liking, it's random tweeting, it's random retweeting. I'm gonna talk like Corey from the challenge now. It's random liking, it's random tweeting, it's random retweeting. Hashtag of the day, topic of the day. You know the vibes. Just know that at this point, it's 141% likely that any tweet you see from the at True North Views Twitter account happens while I was
Back home smoking legal.
Meditating.
Smoking.
The whole point.
Allegedly smoking.
I'm dead. You see, meditation. 'Cause I don't know, that was Dill. Meditation, you see, is very important. It teaches you two things. It teaches you awareness. It teaches you acceptance. If you can get those things off, then listen, man, you get those Twitter fingers popping, and the show started or some shit. So
Podcast dropping. Hey.
Now we still didn't work on that.
can't lie.
We'll work on that.
It's not clinging. It's not clinging.
Okay. I'll start a poll. See what people say.
Let us know in the comments. That's my new shit. I'm just anything that we say is let us know in the comments.
Let us do know.
Drop
like,
a
for
comment.
real.
Let us know in the comments. Is that
YouTube,
popping
the
or not?
Instas,
Like,
the
subscribe,
Twitters.
do all that shit.
What do we need
Hit
to
that
change
bell.
it to?
Hit that bell, guys.
What do we need to change it to? How was
us
our
know.
weeks? Pre-potpourri. How was our weeks?
Shit, another
Pretty
week,
good. I
another-
got some insoles for my shoes because I've been having like back problems when I go
Shout out
for
to
runs and shit.
Dr. Anyone because nobody pays us.
Yeah, that doctor guy.
The shoe doctor.
But yeah, like it's been helping me out a little bit. To be honest, like we've had some really good days of like sunshine, so I thought I'd take advantage of it. Yeah, that's about it.
Shit change. Shit, we're still lock off, so. What do you want me to say, huh? What do you want me to say?
That's funny. No, I've been listening to frequency music.
Who?
You know what frequency music?
Nah,
You guys
like
explain that.
vibrational, like
Vibrational.
360 hertz or something like that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I
So
know
there's
those.
different frequencies for different shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's like 440 or is it 432? I don't remember which one that is. And then there's 528. There's 666, which has a bad connotation around it, but it's good. And there's the low ones,
I wanna see
328. I think you mentioned one of them. I've been listening to a lot of 888. And what
Interesting.
888 is prosperity.
Yeah.
Prosperity.
Interesting.
Yo, I listened to it, right? So listen, oh my God, this week was real bad, man. Low key.
Wait.
I had,
Isn't the thing supposed to make your week good?
yo,
we
bro,
go.
that's why I'm listening to it.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Gotta try something different, bro. It's just not
I thought
working.
you started the week listening to it.
Okay.
Like, I had a bad week.
Imagine this, right? This is
Yeah.
for context. Imagine you are, I'm watching All American again, so let's say football player. Imagine you're a high school football player.
All right, am I a
Right?
quarterback? Running back?
receiver,
Receiver? Okay, I'm a
Receiver.
tall black guy with braids, okay?
right?
Why can't you be a
And-
tall? Why can't you be a
No.
short guy?
That's not how it
mean-
works.
And okay, and you're you know, your star player, not doing as well as you should, which is okay.
Okay.
But now
Am I
you
playing for
still
Beverly
have
Hills?
no, because we're not. Listen,
So what? This
I'm
is
joking,
Oakwood
I'm joking.
Collegiate?
now you have three offers, right? 3 offers,
Okay.
and you wake up thinking, yo, Duke is about to sign your boy.
Texas is lit
We
for
here.
football.
Duke is about
Florida,
to sign
you.
your boy.
Alabama.
Well, no, my bad. Let's use something. Clemson's about to sign
Shit.
your boy. Know what I'm saying?
Trevor Lawrence.
And then give me like 2 more good schools.
Oklahoma, Alabama.
Texas.
And then Oklahoma
Notre
says,
Dame.
yo, we promise you
Notre
we gonna
Dame.
call you. And then
Alabama's won like 4
Oregon.
and then
5
Bama
championships.
says, yo, we promise we're
Bama.
gonna call you too.
You might not get playing time
Right.
there, Bama, but
And they all say they're gonna call you by Friday, the latest, the absolute latest, right? And you're expecting to sign to Clemson on Wednesday. So now you're saying to yourself, yo, bro, Bama low key's better, but that's Clemson. I'm gonna take that on a Wednesday, so I don't gotta wait till Friday.
Exactly.
Right? And then imagine on Wednesday, Clemson says, listen, our program cut funding.
Damn.
We can't sign you. And you're like,
Jeez.
okay.
All right.
Well, you still got Friday.
Still
But
got-
you're
still
like,
got
you know
little
what?
son,
I got Oklahoma
I'm
and Bama.
cheese,
Come
but
on.
yo, listen, Oklahoma
Okay.
and Bama?
We're still in good shape.
And then both Oklahoma and Bama ghost you.
Damn. Yeah, you need that frequency.
Yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of
I get it now. I get why you're listening to it.
I've been listening to it.
Yo.
But I listened to it and I had like a real abundant day. Like I was so weird. Like I listened to it and I was just like,
you
yo,
listen to it during the day or
during the day,
before?
like background music.
Okay,
like,
got you,
like,
got you.
like Starbucks jazz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to call it, but daytime jazz, right? They call morning jazz. What did they call that shit? Anyways, man. Yeah, man. So I've been listening to a lot of vibrational music, and I think it really helps. All that corny shit, it works, bro. All that corny shit works. Don't let anybody tell you different. But
Interesting.
we have a show to do.
It's
enough about us.
You know what I'm saying?
Enough about us. Music potpourri. Oh wait, no, you wanted to ask something.
I got a lot of things going on in my brain these days. But
Listen,
there's a couple
man.
of things I want to talk
What did you
about.
say to me
I'll
last
save,
week?
I'll
You're
save
like,
this for music potpourri, but
when-
I'll talk about this first. So
When
you
man's
know-
life changes, questions arise.
you know what I'm saying?
If you know, you know. Check last episode. Let me give myself.
But you know, like
that.
I've been talking to some of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Some very close women friends of mine.
Okay.
Um,
Respect it.
And I just noticed a couple things that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, and that kind of turned me off. Like, you know those ones? So I wanted to ask you guys.
Sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas.
Now I won't say the N-word. I know what you're saying.
Sick of these kings. Sick of these kings. But like, what are some red flags that you guys, when you're courting a woman, when you're getting to know a new woman, what are some red flags that kind of just throw you off? Like,
IQ.
I'm not fucking with that.
Choice of words.
IQ.
But which relates to like IQ. Like.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Words,
But sometimes it's not always the IQ for me. Like, you know, I might be able to look past the IQ because you know I can drop some knowledge on her.
I can't.
But
I can't. I'm not your teacher.
that's true. But you know, I gotta sharpen. Like even still, like I still gotta sharpen hers. Like so, depending how the IQ is, how the IQ could be running, like how low.
Damn.
I'm not spending time with it. But like
I
if
can't
I
look past that. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
that's tough.
It can be Beyonce. If she dumb,
That's what I'm saying. There's different levels. Like there's different levels. Okay.
no, I can't do it. Me.
That's the
me,
line.
though, right? That's me. I'm trying to think what else.
For me, it's like when I go to a girl's house, and like I look at things. Like I'm looking at the house. I'm seeing the order of things.
Not the one ply.
Yo, fat.
Yo, that's huge.
That is
One
a game.
ply?
I swear to God, like I always go to the bathroom. My older brother said, "Yo, if your girl's bathroom is dirty, bro, do not fuck her."
Not the what do you call the thing? What do you call the thing that you put on the toilet seat? That's like carpet. You know how dirty that motherfucker.
The fluff thing.
You know how dirty that thing is.
Damn, if your girl's not your girl, but if a girl's house is dirty, or especially the bathroom is dirty, do not do nothing with it.
Damn.
So once I see that, I'm like, I'm good still.
That's fine.
Okay.
It makes sense only because I
Like
believe,
my bathroom's clean. My shit's like impeccable. Like you can eat in my bathroom. Now,
I
wouldn't
believe
do it.
your
But like,
house is like a representation of your mind. So like if you have a messy house, you have a messy mind.
It's true.
So like that's what I would take
And
into
that's actually
consideration. So like
Yeah.
if you're a messy person, I'm like, well, I mean, you don't have your shit in order. You're
Yeah.
messy. So, like, I
Yeah,
don't
if
know
the
that,
place the
Like, you
place reveals the mind, like
exactly.
you're
Right?
1,000%.
I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, IQ, bro.
Yeah.
This
I go
strict on
right
the
back to
IQ.
IQ. I'm not gonna lie to you. Music taste.
I can look
over
past the
music
music taste because
Can you?
I can
not 100%.
I just like again. This is what comes to choice of words. Like I can look over music taste. Like just don't call my music shitty because I think your music could be shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can say if you say yo that's your music, I don't like it.
So let me get
but that's
extreme
you.
now because I agree with you, right? But obviously I got to get extreme for the
devil's
sake of the
advocates.
podcast. They like, let's say like you love Cuddy and she's like, yo,
But he's the shittest person ever.
like before she knows
No,
that,
but,
you don't like that you're a Cuddy fan. You're on the first date and she's like, yo, Cuddy's so shit. Like I
all she
can't
knows,
stand people that
Cuddy's
listen to
garbage.
Cuddy.
How do you listen to
I'm like,
this?
bro, why?
And then you bump Polo G. Oh, I can't stand Polo G.
But I mean,
He should be
why?
called Polo D because his music sucks. And then like, you know what I'm
So,
saying?
but you just come to why. If you can't give me a good
I just
reason
don't
why,
like it, yo. It's bad, bro. You still courting?
That's a red flag. Like, yo, it doesn't suck. You just don't get it.
But what if she just never gets over that hump?
Hey, if I'm that's my Polo G,
It'll constantly rub me the wrong way because
It
then
will.
I can't listen to my music around you.
'Cause then all I hear is
I'm always
music
always be
sucks.
thinking
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh, she
true.
can't listen to this shit, so I gotta change it.
That's true.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Music choice doesn't make.
It's bad. It sounds like, real, like, shallow in some ways, but
Hey man, that's it. Who you trying to wake up to every day?
That's
Like,
what I'm
in the
saying.
morning, like
I saw it go. Music potpourri now?
Yeah.
music potpourri.
Music potpourri, and I like what you did with the last name there by skipping the number.
I did.
Unless you did that accidentally.
Skipping the number. What number?
The birthdays.
Oh, actually, I did not know her.
Oh, I do.
Okay, I actually did not know her, but that's a good way to put it. Okay, happy birthdays.
Hip hop
this
birthdays to ya.
week, Big Boy.
That's terrible.
On February 1st, turned 46. Shout out to Big Boy. Please
Big
hold your applause
Boy.
to the end of the ceremony.
Well,
everyone.
not Big Boy like the radio.
No, Big Boy, the rapper.
Okay, gotcha.
Big Boy.
Big Boy.
Kanon, shout out to Rexdale's own.
Jeez.
February 1st, he turned 43.
Jeez.
Cameron, 45.
Wow, Cameron's old, bro.
They
Kevin
old.
Gates.
Kanye 42.
Yes. I was like, these are the people like we
J.
were
Cole
listening
just
to.
turned 38.
Yo,
Wow.
they're old. Trust me.
They're from a whole different
Kevin
era.
Gates, he
Wow.
turned 35 February 5th.
Wow.
And Tinashe, she turned, should we say her age? 28 February
yeah?
6th. So shout out to everyone.
Happy
Hey,
birthday.
Tinashe.
Please hold your applause. That was
Happy
funny.
birthday, Tinashe.
And others.
Oh yeah, those guys too. Yeah. Those guys, yo, shout out to K-Dot, but yo, hate to that shit.
You know, I like that music hip hop birthdays thing that we're doing there. Let's talk about Joe Budden.
Joe Budden.
Joey
Talk about
Butts.
Joe Budden. This is pretty important here. Joe Budden brings his podcast to Patreon, which okay, so what? A lot of people did.
That's a good idea.
But
Everyone's been telling him to do that.
but he also joins the company as the head of creator equity.
Right.
So
and I'm
he-
still trying to figure out what that
Me
means.
too.
All I
honest.
figured is that he got a job.
Like he explained it a little bit on his show, but I'm like,
Yeah,
so confused.
and we can obviously like speculate as to what it could be. Head of creator equity, therefore the equity that's distributed to the creators. He's
Right.
the head
Of that.
He controls that ship.
Okay.
So he might determine how much gets allocated, or he might determine, you know, what's the
What's a
return
fair-
on investment
fair pay
and a
kinda-
fair pay,
Yeah.
a fair investment, etc. Maybe, right? Maybe not. But yeah, no, I just wanted to mention that. I think that's pretty
I
important.
mean, that's cool as fuck, to be honest. Like, to see black people in positions of power within these companies is what we need for the culture.
he got a
So I
job.
can't hate on it, bro.
And dead. Man said he got a job.
But like, not clowning good on that. But just because he clowned Charlamagne for having a job, it's just one of those things that, not that he's clowning. Not he was clowning, but he just said Charlamagne has a job. I'm not clowning on him because I know he's doing good, but he got a job. That's what I'm saying. Good
point.
You're working for a man now. Like, you know, you clown Charlamagne for that, for working for iHeart. That's all I'm saying.
It's a good point.
But
true.
shout out to him though. It's a good look.
It's a good look.
Because Charlamagne did say, like, yo, you gotta get your money up, Budden. Like, one of the things Charlamagne said was, why did you get a Patreon? He said you told him a while ago.
Yeah.
But Budden didn't want to charge people for his podcast.
It's gonna be interesting to see like if like anything comes out of this, right? Like he says, this isn't about one deal, which was Jack Conte, who's Patreon's co-founder. He said this is about companies paying, because one important fun fact about Patreon, they do have sort of the highest payout. You know, they kind of take the least
Yeah.
amount of fees,
think
for
they
lack
take
of a better word.
13%
right?
or something, which is really small.
So again, Jack Conte, who's Patreon's co-founder and CEO, he said this is about companies paying creators the minimum amount that they can get away with instead of what creators are actually worth, which is
Right.
what Joe was feeling. And it's what I've been feeling for many, many years. So they're talking the talk.
Let's see them walk
Yeah.
the walk now.
That's it.
2
But
years from
they
now-
already have the highest payout. So to hire Joe Budden, who is a strong advocate for paying the creators, is a step. It's walking.
It is.
It's a step. It's a baby step. However big the step is, it's a step.
No, like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to see what Joe Budden and Patreon are going to do together.
Yeah. Now that's something that we should
Do
keep
you
our eye on for
think
sure.
there's any sort of shift? And in a lot of ways, this shift existed before this happened, for more content behind a paywall. But do you think this kind of accelerates the podcast industry in any way to be more behind a paywall, or is that reserved for a special few? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a tough one. Because there's arguments for both sides.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think what it does, 'cause like you said, argument for both sides, but I think you can intentionally answer with both.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can, because as the Joe Budden podcast goes, they're still doing 2 episodes a week.
Right.
Yeah.
And he
For
still
regular
has the
listeners.
Joe Budden podcast network, and he's still putting other podcasts on.
Exactly. But for his show specifically, what Patreon gives you is it gives you behind the scenes. We know that they do a lot of cuts in their shows, right?
Right.
So
is what most
that
people's
camera's still
Patreons
filming.
are. It's always
Yeah.
like another
Right?
episode, more detailed,
Exactly.
more deeper dive into stuff.
He's giving behind the scenes. They're giving you
another
up
episode.
to 2 more shows.
Yeah, I saw that.
Depending on which tier you're in, up to 2 more shows. And I'm gonna get to a point with this. Up to 2 more shows. More
Merch.
X-rated shows, for lack of better, not X-rated. What's the word I'm looking for?
I
More
like
unfiltered.
Unfiltered. Yeah. That's the
More
one.
unfiltered shows.
less cuts. I
Yeah,
guess.
less cuts, much less.
But that's what Flagrant does on their
Yeah.
on their Patreon episode. They say they go like crazy.
Crazy. Because
Yeah.
they go crazy on the regular show, bro. Imagine what
yeah.
they're dropping
yeah,
on Patreon.
yeah, and then I think merch discounts, like
Merch
you
discount
mentioned,
was a big one. Or,
something like
early
that.
Merch access, stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good look. It's a good step in the right direction. Like I'm curious to see what they do in
yeah,
the future.
yeah,
Where are we
yeah,
going
yeah.
with all this?
But where I was
Yeah.
going with all this is that I think if it's going to accelerate the industry, what it's going to, for lack of a better word, force people to do, they're going to have to make this full time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
create
Because
extra
you got to
content.
do an extra, say, 20 hours a week
Yeah.
For
to
the
have
Patreon.
that content. And
Right.
yeah, that extra work is what you get paid by.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas you still have a responsibility, in my opinion at
Yeah.
least,
I
to
get what
have
you're
the
saying.
weekly
regular
show or the whatever.
20 hours, and then there's been an extra 20 hours to get paid for.
Exactly.
Sometimes like you're doing 40 hours and getting paid for half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and then
And not
until the half can exponentially
it's almost a full-time
build to a
job.
2 times
You
payout.
don't have like
And
a
that's
quote unquote
tough, bro.
label or like
Because who
Platform.
actually is able to do that?
if you have a
I mean,
label.
listen, I think a lot of people and you know, a lot of people try to appeal to masses.
Right.
You don't need
You
to.
don't need to.
Yeah.
We live in a very sectoral, I almost want to say, part of the industry where all you need is that part.
Yeah.
Because that part pays and that part gets your merch. And,
Right.
you know, that part has a membership as an example.
And
That's
eventually
what
that
these
part
things
grows.
are. They're all memberships.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
So that part has a membership. You have 500 people paying you $10 a month,
Right.
right?
True.
Do the math. That's $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's, you know, fees
I know,
and,
yeah.
and
I'm
whatnot,
joking.
and costs as well.
For sure.
But it's interesting. It makes it real interesting. I think it will accelerate the industry,
It will,
but
definitely.
it to that twofold way that I was explaining.
I agree with both of you guys. You're
Yeah.
all right.
It's interesting. It's real interesting. But yeah, no, shout out to that nonetheless. Shout out to that for sure. While going with the weekend,
I didn't put that. Did you put that there? Or did I?
did I
Maybe
put
I
that?
did.
I may have put that there.
What the Weeknd do this
For
time?
all I know, I put
he
that
dropped the highlights. You see that his greatest hits.
Oops.
Wow.
Tech time.
By the way, check the YouTube to see what just happened.
Check the YouTube. Check the YouTube.
This
I
was
did put
big.
the weekend.
This
here.
was big, though.
This
Big,
one
big.
is a fucking phenomenally huge.
It's huge. I kind of want to buy tickets.
Bro, The Weeknd announced his After Hours World Tour
2022
2022. It starts in Vancouver.
in January.
It ends in
London
London.
in November.
Where's the
Wow.
dates?
It's the beginning. It's like it's really small at the beginning. I trust.
Yo,
I thought it was Asterix at first. I'm like,
it
what?
starts January in Vancouver. It ends November in London.
And he has
in
2022.
2
shows in almost any major city. Oh
Now-
my God, this guy's in California for a whole ass like 3 weeks.
I
Jeez.
want to ask, are they aware of something that we don't know?
What's happening in
The coronavirus is
2022?
going to be done by then. I think he's just like a not
Just
like
planning-
wishful
Or is
Planning
this
ahead.
tentative?
I think this is like
Most likely tentative.
tentative, but like planned.
People are buying tickets.
Of course.
Like, I will buy tickets. Is that available in Toronto yet? Just like 4 shows in Toronto. I need to buy some tickets.
Probably.
I'm definitely buying tickets.
I'm buying tickets.
Like again, like the last weekend show that I went to was absolutely phenomenal. Like he's probably one of the best live performances
Performers,
like
yeah.
ever.
I
This is
saw
at
him at
ACC, right?
OVO,
Yeah.
and his voice. I'm like, damn. I thought
He sounds better live than he
I
does
thought
on
it was
track.
computers doing his voice, and I saw him on stage. I'm like, this guy could like voice act.
Where are you
That's
guys trying
how
to
good his
sit?
voice is, huh?
Where are you guys trying to sit?
I don't know. Wherever tickets are affordable.
Yeah, facts.
Wherever the tickets are
You go 300s?
affordable.
You go 300s?
I think I was in the 300s.
I'm down for 300.
I was up there. And there's-
Voice travels, right?
You know how many things were there,
that
bro?
close? Bro, he has a lot
There's
of
so many. Oh man, it was good. It was a good time.
female fans.
It was a good time. Check my Instagram. I have bare videos.
Okay, and then I guess before we move on, do you think this is going to happen when it says it's going to start
To
January
be honest, I think we're gonna
2022?
have a normal summer this year.
I know we are. You want to know why they're going to test less? They're going to say, "Oh, the numbers are
Yeah,
fine. We got to
it's like
reopen the
numbers
economy."
are already dropping right now.
And
Anyways,
then they're not dropping; they're testing less. And then they're gonna, and then they're gonna say, "Hey, man, we're fine for the summer." And then
know what I'm
come
saying?
winter, test on back up.
Mash up again.
Mash up.
Down.
Come on, man. We
Bars
don't
over
do
the
that.
To be
doors.
honest, I think this is the last of it.
I think we'll be good by January. I think
We will be good by 2022.
no, I don't think we will be good. I think they will make an attempt.
listen,
to
we're
be
not-
good
we're not
by
gonna be
January.
good.
I
We're
think
gonna be
they'll
good
just
for a
let
long
us
time.
out for the sake of having a summer because it's good for business.
I'm talking
And
about January.
and for our health, bro. Like I want to live
I know.
a
You
life.
can't be living inside.
Fam, they cannot keep us inside for a whole year. That's it. Like
They
that's
already
like
said we got to keep 6 feet.
Fam,
to June,
bro, that's
barring
crazy.
Any major
Mm-hmm.
thing, we got to keep 6 feet and a mask in Toronto till June.
Damn,
That's
man.
okay.
They ready to,
I'm wearing a mask for
I'm wearing
the rest of my life, bro.
Honestly, that's what everyone said. At this
To be
point,
honest, like,
mask is
I'm wearing a mask everywhere. It's part of my
It's,
fashion.
my
now.
dress, it's a dress code.
It's part of my
For
fashion,
real.
bro. I got
I'm
the
mad at
fashion mask and
I
everything.
am.
Like my shit's lit.
Just gotta
I'm
start
mad at
leveling
that.
up your mask after that. It becomes
like
part of your
the-
game. Like,
the
a
fuck-
shoe
Like
getting
the
the
air
mask in.
quality in
The
different parts of
Asians been
Asia.
wearing the mask like for how long now?
It's true.
Speaking of the weekend, I'm about to throw you guys an ESPN stat. So he dropped something this weekend.
His highlight tape, no?
Yes. It's called Highlights, which was about
His highlights.
It's actually called The Highlights.
It is called The Highlights.
And I think it's like 14 or 17 of his like
his greatest hits.
greatest tracks. The Highlights on Friday, it became the most streamed album of all time upon its release. All its tracks in total have been streamed over 12 billion times.
Oh, just an accumulative count.
A lot of those
I
are
was
like singles, like high singles.
But they're his biggest singles.
Like
His
How
number
many?
one
How
hits.
many is on there?
Like 14 or 15.
14 or something like that. But like it's like Starboy, like his best.
His biggest hits, like The Hills.
The Hills, like the ones that
The
were.
Highlights becomes the most streamed album of all time on Spotify upon release. 12 billion total streams. Do you think? You said it's 14?
18 songs, sorry.
18.
1 hour, 16 minutes.
Are there any artists now? Think streaming specifically.
Drake.
So don't tell me Jay-Z. But is there?
You don't tell me Jay-Z. I'll never say Jay-Z.
I'm telling myself.
I'll never say Jay-Z.
I'm telling myself. Do you think Drake beats that?
Drake dropped his greatest hits.
His greatest hits?
Yes. Fam, Drake's
Weekend expert.
all Drake's albums are still top 20 streaming.
I agree with you, but that's because we don't
I
follow
think
the Weeknd's numbers.
That's what I'm saying, though. The Weeknd's biggest hits are bigger than Drake's biggest hits. Like, from top to bottom.
Think
From top to
worldwide.
bottom.
Just think worldwide. Think like.
Bro, that's crazy.
Don't think about preference. Think worldwide.
The
I'm thinking
Weeknd.
worldwide.
Fam.
The
Come on.
Weeknd-
Time out for a second. Time out.
Look, I'll just go
Hills.
on Spotify and just go through the top 5 because it tells us the
Fam,
songs
nah.
right there on Spotify.
Okay, let's
I'll
hear
do it right now to
Let's
tell
hear
you
it.
guys it's not even the same.
Please. This is important
So
because I don't
Weeknd-
know. Watch it.
Blinding, okay, it's not
It's
really,
like when you check
it's
the
not
man's
really
fantasy
nice.
numbers and you're like, whoa, this guy puts up numbers.
Because
fam.
they didn't put his best songs there.
Oh,
Can't
fuck.
lie. Blinding Lights is 1.9 mil, but everything else is like The Hills is 1.1
That's
mil.
1.9 bill.
1.9 bill. Okay, that's
That's
fine.
1.9.
I want to
That's fine.
I'm not worried about Drake.
It's 12 bill total. One song is 2 bill.
Okay, that's fine.
Watch this.
Look, Drake's God Plan 1.7 bill.
That's madness.
But the other
though.
one was 1.9.
Yeah, but this is only like,
Hold on,
but like,
And that's
they don't-
God's Plan. That's
they
his
don't-
biggest record.
They don't put his best songs there.
That's
But
okay.
God's Plan was his biggest
It is
record.
his
Everything else is like in
So
the
if his
millions.
biggest is 1.7 and Weeknd's biggest is 1.9,
I
are
still think-
we
but I think
having a
Drake-
conversation?
I still
That's what I'm
think
saying,
Drake-
though.
But I think you put 18 and 18. I think Drake was smoking in those 18.
No, it's not smoke where?
Nah,
Drake
that's-
in 18 tracks? 18 tracks?
Where?
Okay, not smoke, but Drake will win. Not smoke? Okay, but Drake will win. That I'm giving Drake.
Y'all just use smoke all the time.
That was kind of loosely there.
That was loose stuff.
But I think Drake will beat him.
Nah,
That's
because listen,
interesting.
Drake just got number one hits. Number one hits.
No.
Singles.
But okay, I'm not talking about
Drake
number
been
one.
had those.
Singles.
That's
Not
fine, but it's streaming.
Listen.
Drake is streaming constantly.
A million %. But the Weeknd's biggest number one singles are
Stream-wise,
bigger
yeah, stream-wise.
than Drake's biggest number one singles.
Sure, but
And
streaming.
Weeknd has 18 of them.
streaming though.
That's what I'm saying.
Weeknd has just like Weeknd doesn't fall thin
This is
at
what- okay, let me-
12,
let me
13,
put it this way,
14.
let me put it this
He's
way.
just as strong as he was at
Let me put it
3.
this way: God's Plan right now was like we said 1.7.
1.7.
And,
Yeah.
Starboy.
That's Drake's biggest track.
Blinding Lights was 1.9.
9.
Yes.
In
What's
10
Starboy?
I don't know.
That's
See, that's
what
the
I'm
thing. They didn't
saying.
show us that.
What
I don't
about The
know.
Hills? I Can't Feel My Face.
But
Come
also,
on, my guy.
there's Drake songs that are going to be just as
But
hard.
they're
I
not.
don't know
They're
though.
not.
They might be like
hard.
they might be 1.1s.
That's what I'm saying.
Whereas Weeknd's is
That- and listen,
1.4s.
God's-
But then this one,
time out.
but this one I'm telling you is streaming
Okay.
like.
Bro,
Starboy,
I know what you're
Plan-
saying. I
Starboy
actually
right now
get
is
exactly
probably
what
at
you're
like
saying.
2.4, whereas a Drake song from like 2012 is probably like
But
2.6.
no,
that's what I'm trying to say.
That's not fact. That's not
streaming-wise.
facts though. God's
That's
Plan is Drake's
streaming-wise.
biggest streaming record, and it's only 1.7
biggest
billion.
streaming record. It's
Yes,
the
it
biggest
is.
record.
It was no, it's his
It's
biggest
his biggest streaming
record.
record. So that's 1.7. The
It's
Weeknd's
his top.
That's his top.
His career high. He's Kevin
But
Durant.
average,
Yeah,
how about
he's
average?
Kevin Durant. His
That's
career
what I'm
high
saying, though.
is
Average.
nothing more than
average
the
will
same
be-
as Fred VanVleet.
But average, just because he dropped
His
54.
career high is no more than 54. It's KD.
But just because he dropped 54, what's his career? Okay, this season, who dropped the highest? Let's say, I don't know who. Let's just say Fred VanVleet at 54.
Devin
Yeah.
Booker got a higher career high than
But
KD.
LeBron has a better career average than VanVleet. Just because he dropped a higher
But I
one
just,
season doesn't mean he has a.
I don't
I don't.
think.
And it's, I'm
I'm
not
not
saying.
saying to do homework into
I'm not
this.
saying it's far. It's margin. It's close.
I want to do the
1.9
research
I'm
into
not
this
gonna do that
because
big.
I'm willing to say Weeknd wins that.
Okay,
slight edge,
I'm actually
slight
going to
edge.
do the research to this. I'm actually going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it
I
side
wanna
by
know.
side.
I'm
track
curious-
by
I'm curious
track,
now.
And Spotify streams only because I don't.
Let us know in the
releases.
comments. Let us know.
Wait,
in the
let us know.
Let us
before
know
we
in the
drop
comments.
it,
Let us know in the comments.
if I
Just say
drop
that to
the
everything.
thing.
Just
Let
say
us
it to
know.
everything. Let us know in the
Let us
comments.
know, please.
Just
Let
Oh,
us know
I have
in the
another
comments.
ESPN stat for you guys. It's a quick one.
Okay.
This one hopefully it was just supposed to be a quick stat. It wasn't supposed to be a discussion.
Stat day.
Oh, I found it. There we go. Gucci Mane is the first black man in hip hop to perform all his diss tracks in front of the nigga he wrote them for.
That's an ESPN stat.
That's why ESPN stat there. Say it again. Gucci Mane is the first black man in hip hop to perform all his diss tracks in front of the nigga he wrote it for. That was the first ESPN
The
stats.
first black man to like.
And then I added the Weeknd one after, but
Oh my
that was the
God.
first stat there. It was ESPN stuff. For you guys who don't know, ESPN will give you some specific ass stats.
Yeah, so we
That's
call those
true
ESPN
still.
stats.
That's
hilarious.
ESPN
as hell.
stat. That's hilarious.
Nick Cannon. Nicholas
Nick
Cannon.
Cannon.
What did
is
Nick
in the
Cannon
news.
do?
So I'm going to read the title
He
here.
apologized.
Nick Cannon and Viacom. Oh, I don't know if he apologized. I have a
They
different-
said he did.
I have a
sorry.
different perspective on this. Nick
Okay,
Cannon
that's
and Viacom reunite for Wildin' Out after the host makes amends for his, what do you call it again? Anti-Semitic
Semitic.
comments. So I'm going to just read a quick paragraph here. Viacom has reestablished its working relationship with Nick Cannon. The move, company insiders tell Variety, comes as a result of the steps that the performer and producer has taken to engage and partner with Jewish leaders and make amends for his anti-Semitic comments that he made in summer 2020 that led Viacom to cut its ties with Nick Cannon. Production on the new episodes of Wildin' Out is expected to resume at some point beyond the near future. Some point beyond the near. That's a weirdly. Anyways, old episodes are returning to VH1's linear schedule this week.
So wait, you're saying he didn't apologize? Because I have a quote from him saying right here saying, "I am sorry for my comments."
No, for sure he
Oh,
did.
okay.
No, he did. But Viacom didn't bring him back because he apologized.
Oh, they brought him back because they want Wild 'N Out back.
No, because they need him.
Yeah.
Not want. It's not. Hey man, we want this.
No, no, they want. They need
it.
him. Yeah, that's a good.
There was
yeah,
a
they
point
need
in time where Nick Cannon was on every single show,
need
hosting
it.
every
Yeah.
single show.
No, he
That's
is
Nick
good.
fucking Cannon.
He
Yeah.
was in America's Got Talent.
That's what I'm saying. That's Nick Cannon. They needed
Yeah,
him.
they need him. They weren't
Big
allowed,
fact.
Badly.
They weren't allowed ABC to go get him.
Yeah, big
And
fact.
I really appreciate everyone on the show sat out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
No, we ain't doing
Didn't
this.
they offer somebody
They
else
offered
on
DC Young Fly.
DC to
DC
host it? He said, hell no.
And then they have the
Hell
three
no.
guys. What's the down south?
Yeah,
86 South.
I
They
forgot
asked-
the other guy's
whatever.
name.
They asked
My fault.
them
Carlo-
to go
Carlos
too.
Miller?
And
know.
Carlos Miller and Chico Bean. And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
both said no too.
Yeah. And they all said
I'll
no.
them.
They're like, no, we ain't
Wow,
with it.
yeah, hell
and
yeah.
they publicly stated like, nah, we're riding with Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that. I mean, that shows the power of unison.
That shows the power, like, how much they respect Nick as well.
Yeah.
You know what
He's
I
a
mean?
businessman.
They need Nick
They need him,
Cannon.
exactly. They weren't trying to let him go to ABC.
They need Nick Cannon. Keeper leak.
What we got?
Leak.
Got a lot of leaks because
I swear we never put keeps there. Everything we put
Bare
is always a
leaks.
leak. Sometimes I have to purposely put a keep there just to say it.
oh
Just so you
man.
know we have a
Okay,
keep.
so I put there. Let's play that again.
Who's that?
Ari, let's go!
Oh. Are you dumb? Are you dumb, bro?
Missy Elliot and Ari Lennox
stupid?
were
Are
in the
you dumb,
studio
huh?
together. They just and that was Missy Elliot making a video saying, "New Ari."
Are you crazy? Drop that shit yesterday.
Need that?
Drop that shit like
Need that. That
yesterday,
shit's gonna
bro.
sound crazy.
Missy and Ari?
That shit is gonna sound crazy.
Fire.
Holy, that shit's gonna sound
Low
crazy.
and AC.
New
Okay,
Ari.
second keep it or leak it. Now this one might be a keep. Second keep it or leak it. Do you want to see LO versus AC? Who is LO and who is AC? So we talked about
I seen
celebrity
this.
boxing. We know Lamar Odom is fighting, right?
He is.
And we're wondering, who is he fighting?
I was gonna say something so
Odom.
insensitive. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
It's
it.
not Patreon.
I'm not gonna say it.
Patreon.
On Patreon.
I'm not Joe Budden.
On a
I will
Patreon
not
episode, we
say
could
that.
have done that.
I'm not Charlamagne either. Or Schultz.
Lamar Odom is fighting Aaron Carter in a celebrity boxing match.
yo.
They said it's gonna be a war,
Yo, who do I put money on? Where do I bet?
bro.
Fat, if you don't-
I'm not betting
If
on
you
none
don't put
of
your
that.
money on Lamar Odom,
That's
bro,
what I'm saying. I'll put my money
What if he gets cleaned up?
but Aaron Carter.
Aaron
How
Carter's a
tall is
crackhead.
Aaron Carter? He might be
He's a
6'3".
crackhead, though.
Whoa,
They got crackhead.
That's what he
was, though.
not Patreon.
That's what I was gonna say.
Not Patreon.
I bet this guy's gonna be fighting Aaron Carter.
Let us know in
Isn't he
the
still
comments.
Fighting demons.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
That was a good one. My guy's still fighting demons, let alone Aaron Carter. I'm not insensitive, so I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. How tall is Aaron Carter, man?
I have no idea.
I'm trying to get you guys out.
I have no idea.
I'm trying to get you guys out.
How tall is Aaron Carter?
He might be like
20 centimeters.
He might be a 6'3" still.
Oh, I don't want to do this right now.
It's asking like which
man.
Aaron Carter.
Yeah, you gotta relax.
Anyways, man.
Wait, so is that like
I'm good.
Nick Carter's brother?
Yeah, no, I'm
from
cool on that.
Bye,
Yeah,
Bye,
see,
Bye.
I told you we had to keep. Okay, now this one's gonna be an interesting one. So speaking of exhibition boxing, we have another keep it or leak it. Now we know Floyd Mayweather is fighting Logan Paul. We're already aware of that, right? Floyd Mayweather says on his Instagram page, "This year I will focus on several exhibitions. I will have an exhibition in Tokyo, Japan again. Of course, the one with Logan Paul and I. And if Jake Paul can get past his next opponent, which is Ben Askren, Jake Paul's going to clean Ben Askren up. It's crazy. I will have an exhibition with him as well."
Why is he fighting Ben Askren?
Because they called him out. He called him out.
And he said, yeah.
And Ben Askren said, yeah.
All right.
Professional UFC fighter going to get clapped
Money
by a
talks.
YouTube fighter.
Hey, man.
Money talks.
Good luck,
Clapped.
man. Good luck, man.
Ben has 0 hands.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, why did he say yeah? He said yeah?
Oh, it's a boxing fight.
He actually said yeah.
Like they're going to
Professional
UFC.
UFC fighters about to get knocked out by
This is
Jake Paul.
gonna change the whole world of like sports fighting
my God.
on its head.
Anyways,
funny.
I also heard that 50 Cent would like to fight me, but he claims that I'm too small. If he wants to lace up at the end of the year, we can do an exhibition then. I don't care about weight classes with any of these guys. The Paul brothers will make great money with the events, but with 50 Cent, it has to be winner take all. So
I love 50 Cent because I don't even know what he said, but the fact that he said he's too small, I know 50 Cent clowned him on being short.
definitely he clowned him. 50 Cent is petty, King Petty.
Shout out to
So Floyd's exhibition run. Do you want to see? Well, Logan Paul's already happening. So do we want to see the addition of
Wait, which
Jake Paul?
one's the good one? Logan Paul or Jake Paul?
They're both good, but I would say Jake is a little better.
Well, there's one that's a little bit better. Yeah,
I think Jake is a little better.
I think I would rather see that. I don't know.
Well, Logan's happening,
Yeah. Okay.
and Jake is going to beat Ben Askren. So Jake is happening, and then 50 Cent. I hope. I'm hoping. I'm praying.
I'm
for
praying
that
for
one.
that. A lucky start.
I need all these
Like I
leaks.
said, winners take all. 50 Cent would never agree to.
He wouldn't do that.
He would never. 50 Cent being who he is would never. Agree
50
to
Cent looks like he would have no range on his punches. Like,
Yeah, can barely even move his shoulders. Like,
that. Move his shoulders.
let us know in the comments. Let us
That'd
know.
be funny.
Let us know in the comments. I don't even know what you're letting us know, but just let us know.
Who will win? 50 Cent.
Yeah. Let us know who will
or
win in
do
the
you
comments.
even care to see
Or
these?
do you even care? Yeah.
It's a good
Like,
one.
I'm on
Let
the
us
side
know
of
in
I
the
don't
comments
care,
if
like
you
you guys.
care
If you
to
care,
see
if you're on that
these.
side.
You want to keep these. You want to leak these. Let us know in the comments. That might be the name of the episode. Let us know in the comments, because then that'll prompt them to let us know in the comments.
I lie.
Yeah,
I see division.
And
Oh, I got a question about division actually.
You know what? Music potpourri. Why not?
I actually do got a
Just throw this in.
question.
You might
is
wanna
this
do
a
So-
keeper league question?
No.
It could be. It could be.
Can
I'm
you
joking.
make it?
I'm
joking.
I don't know if I can word it properly to do that.
I'm joking.
Just
Go
do it,
ahead.
just
But
do it.
I was scrolling through the Twitter sphere the other day, and I came across a tweet from Marlon.
Palmer.
Palmer.
And he was basically posing a question.
Oh, I know what you're talking
the
about.
Division one, right?
I think I know.
Okay, let me try to find it.
It was a
somewhere
Toronto
here.
Twitter conversation on Tuesday.
Yeah, okay, here it is. So he says, who has Division's vocal range for the male R&B singers these days? Brett and Giveon have the most unique. Miguel has one of the most smoothest. Lucky Day has one of the nicest tones, but Daniel has the voice.
Now, I'm going to stop you for a second
Okay.
to bring it back to what the Toronto Twitter topic of the day was. Because there's always one topic of the day
Okay.
for Toronto Twitter.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And this topic of the day this time around was who has, I might be misquoting the question, who has the best voice in male R&B today? So Marlon was quick to say, sorry, what was the answer?
Daniel.
Division.
Division, yeah, Daniel from Division.
And people, obviously everyone has their own opinion. Therefore, when someone states something, what? You're sleeping on Brent. No,
Yeah.
we just have a different opinion.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like one of those. So he ended up elaborating and said what he said.
Right.
Right? Do you want to just
Got
read
you.
that again? Sorry, my bad.
I'll reread it.
Extra labor, but now that I got the
so-
backstory out.
So who has Division's vocal range for the male R&B singers these days? Brent and Giveon have the most unique. Miguel has one of the most smoothest. Lucky Day has one of the nicest tones, but Daniel has the voice. Now, for me personally, I have a couple guys in my mind that have crazy voices. One of them has to be
Jeremiah.
one of them. For me as well, Sampha.
Don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
On 3-hour drive. I can't deny.
Na, na, na,
I probably know. I just don't know.
Bro, his range is crazy. Like, and he has a unique voice as well. He's from UK.
Yeah.
James Fauntleroy as well.
Yeah.
Lil Vert.
But to be honest,
I can't say it's Division.
fam,
or
if
Daniel
the
from Division.
if the Weeknd went back to making R&B music again, nobody's talking to him.
Can't do that though.
That's what I'm saying though.
But no.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
I'm not saying because nobody can see him. I'm
Yeah.
just saying you can't do that because Weeknd doesn't do that.
I know that's
So
what I'm
you
saying.
gotta take him
If
out.
he went back to R&B music,
If we're a spliff, we'd all be high. But you know what I'm saying? I remember I heard that one time. And that shit been in my head for 10 years.
fam,
Wait, how about Daniel Caesar? I thought he had a good voice. What
Daniel
about-
Caesar does, but he
does.
doesn't have the range.
Okay.
Actually,
See, I don't know. I'm asking because I don't listen to these guys.
still, but he's not.
I've heard
but-
this guy sent out four or five.
But
days
he
in Toronto.
does what Division does, but Division does what they do better.
Okay.
Like they're in the same
That's
lane,
tough.
but Division does what
It's
he
tough
tries
to
do
answer.
better.
It's like playing NBA Jam and one person has one slider super up. It's
Yeah.
like how do you pick the best player? It's
I
just
got you.
what do you want to play with? Speed, power, that like what do you want?
But Daniel, that's not a bad.
But I think what it
that's not a bad
proves
answer.
is and Marlon did mention this as well on during that time. It just proves how deep, not even just men's R&B, but just R&B period, just the R&B renaissance that we're
love it.
in is real. And the number of different answers kind of proves that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's making a case for their own respective artists in that conversation. So it's interesting.
Did we start shoutouts yet?
No, we didn't. But shout out
Afterwards.
to Marlon Palmer
Shout out to Marlon
and
Palmer.
Division,
That
and
dude
that's
McFly
how we,
on Twitter.
that's how we started our shout outs.
Extra gravy thing you done, no rude boy.
Yeah, shout out to Extra Gravy for real. Vince Carter.
Vincent Lamar Carter.
We have a shout out. So
We're shouting
again,
out
we
Vince
got some
Carter?
shout outs. We are shouting
Yes,
out
we're
Vince
shouting
Carter.
him out.
First of all, I'm a
What did
Vince
Vince
Carter
do?
fan in the open.
I
I'm
am
not
a
one
Vince
of those
Carter
fake.
fan.
Oh, I hate him. He fucking left. Man.
We had
it's
the
shitty
way it's
management.
the way that he left.
We
But,
had
well,
a shitty
I'm past
fucking
it.
front office.
I
It
ran-
was
that's
Rob
not-
Babcock and him.
I'm past it.
I'm
so
all right.
It lasted about
It was Glenn Grunwald in him. Come on, man.
It was bad.
Get
bad,
out of
man.
here.
Shout out to Glenn.
It was not Mazai.
And this is how much Vince Carter still likes the city. So
He brought bottle service.
he did bring bottle service to Toronto.
He
Fun
did
fact:
still.
before Vince Carter, there was no bottle service in Toronto.
Shout out to the
Former NBA player Vince Carter announces the launch of the Vince Carter Scholarship and Mentorship Program. This is in Toronto. So the official launch of the Vince Carter Scholarship and Mentorship Program in the Toronto area of Canada. The scholarship, which amounts to $25,000 per student,
Wow.
will be primarily targeting high school students who have taken up a passion for sports, music, film, fashion, broadcasting, media,
That's
or
dope.
science, technology, engineering, and math, aka
like,
STEM.
Everything. Wow, that's great. That's great.
I know that's
good,
great.
though.
That's
That's
a really
amazing.
good initiative. I mean, years later to still be doing things in Toronto, that's big,
Yeah,
right?
that's
That's
fine.
big.
Especially knowing how, not Dylan, but some
How-
people in the
how
city,
sour.
some people in the city still feel about him.
Exactly.
It's still good
So
to see.
shout out to Vince Carter for that.
It's actually really fucking cool.
That's some real shit.
Second shout out goes to my celebrity godmother, or one of, Regina King. Regina King was nominated for her directorial. Was it her directorial debut? I think it was her directorial debut in One Night in Miami, a movie which I'm still yet to watch, but it's on
I think
my
it
list. She is the fifth film black. She got nominated for the Golden Globes, by the way. She's the fifth black filmmaker to be directed for the Best Director category. And by the way, it's been going on since only God knows when. Spike Lee has 2 nominations. Steve McQueen has a nomination. Barry Jenkins has a nomination.
Steve McQueen for 12 years of
Oh, sorry,
slaves.
that was the movie. Oh, first 12 years, yes. And before I say who the fifth person was, she's also the second, and most likely going to win this award. Second person to be second black female to be nominated. First was Ava. I always fuck her last name.
Ava DuVernay.
There we go for Selma. So shout out to her. And by the way, she's won this award. Oh no. Well, she's been nominated 3 times prior for Best Supporting Actress and 1 for If Beale Street Could Talk. So shout out to Regina King.
Definitely. Shout out to
Shout
Regina
out to a
King.
legend.
Black
Everyone
women
on.
in filmmaking. That's a big look. Shout out to
Yes.
Regina King.
I love her. She's one of my favorites. I watch almost everything she does.
For sure, that's an automatic watch.
Shout
if
out
she's in
to
it.
black women. Period.
And she's the voice of Boondocks for you guys who
Period.
don't know who she is.
Period. Third shout out is to Frederick VanVleet.
Reporters only.
Federico.
Fred VanVleet
Federico.
now has a few things, a few accolades right? A few accolades. He now has the most points in Raptors franchise history.
Really?
With 54. Remember before that?
Points in a game.
In a game, yeah.
Yeah, most points in the game. My fault.
That was quick.
DeRozan wasn't dropping?
It wouldn't be Fred. I mean, Kyle's still there. But
that's what I was wondering. I'm like, yo, just DeRozan.
yeah, most points in the game with 54. He also ties Kevin Durant's career high. I can't believe Durant's career high is only 54.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Tell me you don't have
He's
a 68 in
to
him?
60?
He never
dropped to 60?
But he's too smooth. We just...
Yeah.
Next, I don't want
The
to
man
score
could
now.
drop like 10 threes.
The man can
That's
score
already 30 right there.
anytime he wants.
He really could.
I
Remember
wanna
he made that
play-
joke about how his team can't win if he's scoring like he's like, oh, I do whatever it does to win, but then they're like, oh, if that includes scoring 4 points a game, he's like, if I'm scoring 4 points a game, my team's not winning.
Yeah,
like,
that's a fact, though.
That's
I'm like,
facts.
yo, that's facts. He
That's
knows,
facts.
but it's true.
DeMar DeRozan said, congrats to my brother Freddie V. Kyle's old ass couldn't do it. I'm glad you did, champ. I've been telling you. So that's a good look from DeMar DeRozan.
You think Fred's gonna be that guy for Toronto?
No. And let me also
I think he will be.
play. No,
It's not gonna be spicy, P. I'll tell you that.
Let me play.
Changing it up. He's getting
rid
the
of that.
confidence.
Get rid of that nigga, bro. Oh, sorry, not nigga, bro.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Play that back. There we go.
Franchise record points for a game.
Kyle Lowry.
Hey, listen. That man was undrafted. That man worked his ass off. That man come in here every day and bust his ass. That's what y'all talking about. Hard work right there. He came from undrafted. Really better than himself. My little brother.
Man said my big brother was Big's brother. Okay, Kyle Lowry.
Jeez.
Cementing your name. I see you. But no, shout out to Fred VanVleet for that. That's a big
Frederico.
look. I was watching that game. I was like, damn, my fantasy looking nice as I still get walloped 7-2.
Wow.
Bum, man. Anyways, congrats to Fred VanVleet.
Man said walloped.
I get it. That's the worst. You saw him dropping
Man
career
got
highs.
walloped.
Bro, I watched Fred VanVleet sink 12 3-pointers, and then I checked the
Still losing by
matchup,
12.
and I was losing by 5 3-pointers.
The man
And I
he-
just saw Fred hit 12. I'm like, how much was I losing by? What the fuck?
That's rough stuff.
It's rough. It's bad out here. New music.
No music.
New music. Let's run through the new music releases because we have maybe a lot to get into. So I'll get right into it. In terms of albums, we have as you mentioned, the Weeknd quote unquote album, which is the highlights.
The highlight tape.
We have Pooh Shiesty with Shiesty Season. We have I didn't know a deluxe version of D Smoke's Black Habits came out. That's interesting. Soulja Boy been talking about this for a little bit. He dropped one called Soulja World. Devin the Dude came out with Soulful Distance. We have Scarlord with Doom 2. Doom is spelled
I'm
DXXM.
gonna say DXXM too.
Papoose came out with January, in February. Ari Da Kid came out with It's Not You, It's Me. VanJess came out with Homegrown. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. In terms of singles, Cardi B came up When It's Up, Then It's Stuck. Freddie Gibbs came out with Gang Signs featuring ScHoolboy Q. JID didn't come out with a 3-pack, but came out with 3 singles. And I think they might not be new, but they might just be new to streaming. So one of them is with Denzel Curry. That one's called Bruh Remix. Bruh, BRUUUH, in terms of the spelling. JID and Conway the Machine came out with Ballads. And JID, what was the other record called?
I have no idea.
Bladder, I think it's called, or I don't remember. Anyways, can't find it. Anyways, Vic Mensa came out with Shelter. That one features Wyclef Jean and Chance the Rapper. Did I say Freddie Gibbs already? Yeah, I did. ASAP Rocky, I didn't know he came out
didn't know
with
he
one.
dropped
That one's called G Unit Rice.
Only God knows what that's about.
Currency came out with Misty. 03 Greedo came out with Substance featuring Wiz Khalifa. Lucky Day came out with On Red featuring Sienna Major. That sounds crazy. NBA Youngboy came out with Toxic Punk. Sheck West came out with Aromantic. Aromantic. I don't know. It's one word. That's weird. Polo G came out with GNF. What's GNF?
I forgot what he said, but it's some bullshit. It's in the chorus of the song.
T Grizzly came out with Late Night Calls. Your guy T Grizzly. Bobby Sessions came out with I'm a King with Meg Thee Stallion, and that's off the soundtrack for Coming to America 2. Ice Cube, wasn't aware of this. He came out with one called Trying to Maintain. Wiz Khalifa came out with Chicken with the Cheese, featuring 24 Hours and Chevy Woods.
This guy saying that.
And is that it? Her came out with Fight For You. Polo G came out with another one called Defense. 42 Doug came out with I Know, featuring Fujiano and TG Commas. I don't know. This might not even be accurate for all we know.
But it's only came out one song.
It's What's on Paper, man.
I know what you're saying.
It's What's on Paper. Okay, so let's get into what we listen to.
Man, this guy
Let's get into what we listen to. We'll just do it in the order that we see it.
Okay.
Why not?
Do it that way.
It's so hard to go up and down, up and down.
It is.
Yeah, true.
Ari Da Kid. It's Not You, It's Me.
This album was funny as hell.
Funny. I'm glad you explained that.
It's funny as hell, bro.
Because I couldn't take it serious.
It was like, it sounded like a parody. Like, some of them had to be parodies. Like this wasn't like a real thing. Bro, one of these, well, we'll get to it. But anyways, Ari Da Kid, It's Not You, It's Me. I think it was 13 songs, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Sir.
If I'm not mistaken.
13 songs, 39 and like change, 39, 40, something like that.
I like the shortness of the project. Where do you want to start with this? Did you listen to it?
I listened to a little bit. I kind of skimmed over it, or not skimmed, but I gave it kind of like one listen, so to speak. Not really looking at song titles per se, but just kind of feeling the vibe of it.
Have you heard of him before? Like before? Today?
I heard the name.
I've heard that name. Like,
I've
I
heard
feel like
the
we've
name.
seen on the list too before.
Yeah, and it's been a name that I haven't necessarily clicked on. Obviously, there's too much music out, as we mentioned last episode. I think. Check last
Honestly,
episode.
I've never heard of this guy. Like, I've heard of him, but like again, like you guys, like I've seen his name around. I thought he was just like a rapper, like a rapper. But apparently, he does like some melodic kind of shit. So that was surprising to me.
I think correct me if I'm wrong. A lazy comparison would be Ty Dolla at times.
I'm glad you said that. I was thinking Ty Dolla Sign ish. Like, I've seen some elements. I even seen some St. John attempts.
Yeah, at times.
Like, he tried his best attempt at trying to do a St. John thing. I'm not saying that he did that, but that's what my vision was at. In terms of like the songwriting and stuff like that. So the first track that stood out to me was Falling for Potential on the first listen. Featuring Joe Trufant and Rama. Yeah, if you can play a little bit of that.
Yeah, I just want to click like on Rama artist page if possible here. I can't. Anyways, I don't know how to use desktop Spotify at all.
Jeez.
Or whatever platform I use, because I don't know if it's that. Anyways, so I'll play this one. This one's called Falling for Potential. 1 second. 2 seconds. Oh, okay. I see what it's doing. It was playing on my TV. Even though it wasn't playing.
I'm proud of that purse. I know you like it, but you know your worth. You know your worth now, babe. I put you to pop up, but it's been a while, yo. I love on you in the crowd, yo. Baby, oh, can I'll be by your side.
So that kind of vibe to it. One thing I do want to point out, because you said you kind of took it as a joke, and I agree with that. So the album is called It's Not You, It's Me. Some of the song titles, Real Voice Messages, I Hope You See This From Your Fake Page.
That song's fire, though. I fuck with that track.
That's a funny title.
Falling for Potential, obviously, which you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Daddy Issues.
That track's fire, too.
That Time of the Month.
That track is...
Before She Kills Us Both. No. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
That song is absolutely one of the most relatable songs on the tape. I'm not gonna go into details, but you guys never done that before? You never done that before? Have you heard this song?
Facts.
I heard it.
Oh, this how you
never done that before?
So one thing that I noticed
no man's done that before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nah,
I did not hear this song.
I'm gonna leave you on an island. I'm leaving you on an
Please
island.
leave me.
Cut it.
Please leave me on an
I'm
island.
leaving Dill on an island.
Fam.
On this one.
No, leave me on an island.
Fam, you never smashed your girl under Reds?
So what you say about this album?
So I was saying something.
What you say about this album?
So I was saying something about.
Don't do this. You never put the towel. She wasn't on her Reds.
Like I was saying, did you or did you not like this album?
She wasn't on her Reds. Like she was like, like at the end of it. Put the towel under it. It's fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me take you in the shower. You don't bleed in there.
Hey, listen.
If
I'm glad you find ways to keep yourself going, man.
If Ari Da Kid said it, power to him.
I was just trying to figure out, like,
Oh man,
like this shit was too relatable. Like I was confused for a second.
I do want to say though, jokes aside, I did see your notes. You mentioned Rama kind of being like a voice that stood out.
Oh yeah, she's fire.
I realized that on the second track. So the second track is the title track. Obviously, it's called "It's Not You, It's Me." Let me see if I can quickly find Rama's part on that.
You label me a you pray for me sometimes true.
It's not me, it's you, I know.
I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? That is real
I need
good.
her.
That's
I need,
real good.
I need more of her.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
need
for
her.
sure, for sure. I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, I need to listen to more of her. I have to find an artist page. I have to follow more music or something. I didn't love this project, I'll say. I think it leaves a bit to be desired. I think a bit flat vocally. I didn't love the writing.
I didn't expect him to be like a vocalist.
No, but Ty is flat but still vocal.
Vocal, yeah, that's true.
He's still inflecting.
Yeah, this was just a little bit more on the flat side.
I mean, but
in my opinion, at least.
Out of the 13 songs, like there's like 5 of them, like minimum 5 of them that I actually fuck with. So 5 out of 13 is like a decent.
That's not bad.
ratio.
No, I agree with that. I didn't
say it was gonna be great, but like, yeah, it's a decent listen.
I didn't love the writing, but again, maybe it's partial parody.
Yeah,
partial satire or something. So maybe that's intentional. But it's a vibe.
It is.
It's a vibe.
And I think it has a pretty strong second half.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, all right, man, gimmicky. Like, I feel the same way R&B wise as you feel about Big Sean. I'm like, all right, man, okay.
It was very Big Sean-y.
All right, man. I get it. And then the second half, I was like, hold on, okay.
Yeah.
He's reviving. He's reviving himself. So it's a decent listen. At the end of the day, it's a vibe.
Yo, Big Sean and Ari Da Kid would make actually a fire track.
When
though.
you said that way, I could figure out. I fully understand what you're saying now. Because
yeah,
I really like Big Sean. He's corny sometimes.
Yeah,
but I mean that one was pretty decent. So I mean I think it's worth a listen. I think you kind of make your own conclusion if you can handle the songwriting. Personally, I didn't love it, but you might like it, right? Otherwise, the vibe is there with that whole project. So either way, you play it in the background, even if you're not paying attention to what's being said, you'll definitely enjoy that. So check that one out. Again, that is Ari Da Kid. It's Not You, It's Me. I'll quickly touch on VanJess, Homegrown. So that's an EP. Who wrote that?
You did. I didn't write anything about VanJess.
That's Oh yeah, that might have been me still.
Oh, that definitely. I didn't see the first line. Sorry.
Who wrote that?
Where you see something out of place? Just know it's Dylan.
Yo, fam, I was listening to it and I was driving, bro. I can't fucking like put the bullet marks.
I do know when I'm driving.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, talking to my phone before.
I'm trying to like pull the track up
I
and
just start
shit.
yelling in my car. I've done that before. I like this song because it made me feel good. Start with the next track.
Damn. There's bare typos in there, bro. That's me still. If you see the typos, that's me.
Oh my god. This one's 9 songs at 30 minutes. They say it's an EP, so they specifically said that's
definitely
something
EP.
very important to note. Now I don't know if this is low key or if this is high key, but I really think that they make perfect music for
Back home smoking legal.
Oh shit.
So I don't know if that's intentional.
Some tracks I can feel that.
Right?
Yeah. Where do you want to start? For me personally, like I'll start with "Come Over," the intro track.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for like a strong bass line. Like when the bass guitar comes on, I'm sold.
That's
like
my
you don't gotta
favorite.
do much else with a strong bass guitar.
I think that's my favorite instrument, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bass guitar?
I think so. Like in bands, oh my god, I go crazy. I go crazy when I hear
That's
the
my
bass drum.
shit.
I mean bass guitar. So this one's "Come Over."
Big sign, but now I won't change my mind. Yeah, I'm feeling real bored tonight. Know what I want from this life.
It's just like the end of a Sunday movie.
I can see that. I can see exactly.
Everybody's
what you're saying.
two-stepping at the barbecue.
When you're meditating.
You know what I'm saying you're on
Just chilling.
the I was gonna say something incriminating. I'm joking. You're at the barbecue. It's daytime,
said, like,
and you're
two-stepping
feeling
at the
good.
barbecue.
Exactly.
You're feeling good. You're feeling good. Feeling great.
Yeah.
And then track 2 been out already. That one's called Slow Down. That one been on the playlist.
Oh, for real? Oh, it's the bangers track.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code. I love that record. Track 4, Curious. That one features Jimmy Tense and Garen. Garen, one of the two.
Jimmy Tense killed this.
It's giving me Timbaland Aaliyah vibes.
Yo.
But with a twist.
I wouldn't say all that, but
with a twist. Okay. I mean, listen. Vibes. Because now you're gonna continue with. I wouldn't say all of that. Once I tell you the remix of the vibes.
All right.
It's giving me Timbaland and Aaliyah vibes, but like featuring Future and Ty Dolla $ign.
Whoa.
That is complex.
Whoa.
Now, okay, you're coming from a blank canvas with this, right? Shout out to Blank Canvas Creatives, GKC.
Look at that.
You know
Super
the vibes.
plug.
Don't ask me how I did that because I did it intentionally. Okay, Aaliyah and Timbaland with Future and what was I say? Ty Dolla $ign. Now,
Whoa.
hear me
That's
out.
a weird combo.
Curious. This one features Jimmy
R&B
Tense
Future?
and Garen.
Mask off.
Now I'm curious. Curious.
That part is kind of Ty-ish,
kinda
right?
Ty-ish.
Okay.
On the side, say you down and we can slide.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm just trying to sway your mind.
I know.
Doesn't matter when we vibe.
Won't you come my way? So far that I wanna taste you. Don't
Future?
know your name.
That sounds pretty dope, though. Who is that?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that Jimmy Tense?
That might be Jimmy Tense.
Jimmy Tense is fire.
Guys sound-
If that's Jimmy Tense, that's where I was like, yo, track actually fire.
Up and down. Just come up and say hi, hi.
I fucks with this track though.
Let me see if I can catch Garen's part.
So curious. Dance me, little baby. Won't you come my way? Straight. If you want me a minute,
Doesn't matter when we vibe.
little baby. Don't have to talk a lot to know it's
This is what Boo's saying.
And I know it's not that hard to make a decision.
Future don't have that vocal range.
Yo, for some,
But that's not a hard
you know what's
record.
crazy? Like
It's a hard record.
there's no track 5 on this.
Interesting.
Is that the track? Is that the?
Oh, because that's the K Tronada record. And K Tronada must not be on Apple or some shit. I don't know.
Well, but I have K Tronada albums on here.
You keep on taking from me, but
Because I love K Tronada.
Problems of streaming.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
But yeah, that record's really good. Like I really like that record. Curious. Dysfunction was the K Tronada record. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, this is K Tronada vibes. And then I looked, it was K Tronada. I was like, okay.
This guy knows producers.
Till I'm just waiting on you, babe. This shot gon' be mine.
Now, my sources told me that this dysfunctional record is not new.
Was it K Tronada?
Yeah, K Tronada record. It wasn't K Tronada. That's right. It was my sources. And then I kind of figured that this in general is not necessarily a new project, and obviously I don't blame them for the times. And it's an EP, so it's not meant to be an album. But it's real good. It's a real good EP. I mean,
decent.
If you haven't listened to these records before, you're really going to enjoy it. If you're a super fan and you want new records, you might not be in love with this because you've heard at least 3 or 4 of these records before. But I like it a lot. Homegrown VanJess, definitely worth the listen. And again, a duo, singing duo. A very lazy comparison would be Chloe Haley, little less poppy.
Got you.
Right? Lazy comparison.
I still
Again,
haven't heard a single song by them.
They're good.
They're good.
They're School of Beyonce. They're real fucking
They're
good.
School of Beyonce.
I just see like all like the Twitter stuff.
They're real fucking good. Pooh Shiesty?
Pooh Shiesty.
Shiesty season.
I'll sit this one
17 songs, 46 minutes.
Season.
It's his first mixtape. He's technically a new rapper. He just started rapping 2
Whose
years
artist
ago.
is he again?
Gucci.
out. Yeah, he's on 10.
Okay, okay.
Brick
Yeah,
Squad.
which explains why he got so many features on this. So knowing it's his first album, I went in with like very low expectations. Or first mixtape. I'd consider a mixtape.
Now, before you give an opinion,
Okay.
because you said you didn't go in necessarily with... Okay, sorry, you might be getting into this. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say first of all, the only reason I even heard about this guy was because they're pushing him a lot. Like he's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's all over my timeline, everywhere. And his single with Dirk is actually pretty good. It actually
Yeah.
sounds kind of fire.
Dirk sounds real good on that.
Yes. Okay, now I'm going to get into my thoughts of the album.
Okay, and what I was going to say was just in terms of potential first impression, the features include Lil Durk, Gucci Mane, Big 30, 21 Savage, V's, Fujiano, Chopper Wop, and Lil Hank, and Tay Keith.
Yes.
Tay Keith, fuck me.
And he was carried, and again, his first album, so I'm not blaming him, but he was carried by his features and the production. He had Tay Keith, Skywalker OG, Simo. These are a lot of, and where I'm going to, I'll put him in the school of Moneybagg Yo.
Agreed.
Because even he himself, when I was doing my research, they said when he first came out, a lot of people compared him to.
Agreed.
A lot of people thought he was Black Youngster.
Black Youngster.
They thought it was him.
Young Blackstar.
I don't know which one it is, man. That got confusing.
Young Black Star.
But they thought it was him before they saw his face.
Is he from Memphis?
I think he's from Memphis, actually.
Could be. I don't
I think
know.
he's from Memphis. I think I read he was from
don't know.
Memphis or some Atlanta, somewhere like that. Again, it's very mid, very repetitive. Now, with my expectations, I give this album like a 7. But really and truly, it's like a 3 to 4.
I'm gonna disagree. I mean, obviously, it's your number personally,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna disagree with your number, and I'm gonna more so agree with your number based on expectations.
Okay.
Because I think it was a decent listen. Again,
And that's why I said 7.
Yeah.
But if I was to really like rank this album, it's
dive
like,
deep into it.
it's like a 3 or 4. That's what I mean. But if you like Moneybagg Yo, Black Youngster, I feel like you would appreciate this.
To me, kind of the not the intention, obviously, but to me, the way that I would play this album is kind of the same way I would play Ari Da Kid. In the background, bob in my head,
That's
you know,
exactly
whatever's
what it is.
going on, I'm just chilling. Let's say there's a fight on and we're just bumping music. And you won't even necessarily say, yo, who's this? This person's hard. You won't necessarily say that, but you'll vibe.
You'll vibe, exactly.
You're not saying, yo, this is garbage, change it. Right? So for that, I can't give that a 3, dude. If I can enjoy it, 3 is crazy.
Yeah, it's just not for me.
And I can enjoy it.
Fair enough.
I can enjoy it.
Now, I have a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
This is his first mixtape. I thought 17 songs, 46 minutes, 20,000 features was way too much. What do you think for a first mixtape? Like,
I think
that's perfect.
First mixtape, more features, less songs.
Yeah, more features, less of an artist showcase. So more, through more features. And a lot of songs, yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, we know mixtapes to be just, you know, nothing that's really focused effort, so to speak. It's just songs.
Yeah. I'm thinking of albums more like that.
Yeah. No, if it was first album, different story. But first mixtape, I'm not mad at that. Are we talking about 5 a.m.?
5 a.m., yes.
Who that is?
This actually came out last week, 29th.
Okay.
5 a.m. I actually saw his picture for the first time last week, but 2 years ago, he came out with an album with TM88, a producer, called 588, and I was bumping that all of summer.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
So
that.
he came out with an 11-track, 29-minute project called You're Going to Be Fine. His sound is kind of like just integrating different kind of hip hops, if that makes any sense. Lo-fi chill vibe, that's his thing. Like, and a lot of songs start with live instruments, and then they run throughout the song before he brings in the other stuff.
Let's play a random one. This one's called...
Play track 5. Track
Ooh,
beats.
I was going to play track 5.
That's a good
crazy.
idea.
That's what we call synchronicity.
Jeez. Okay, this is track 5 called Track Meets.
You might want to, it sparkles on for like a few.
Okay.
You don't catch me.
2 and 1, 2.
Close.
Wait, is he the artist or is he the producer?
He's the artist.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. He's the one singing.
Okay,
TM88.
so
TM88 produced this?
No, they came out with an album together.
I want to hear that.
That was fire. I played at the college for these guys.
I do remember that.
And then he also has like slower songs like track 6. It's a slower beat, Heartbreaker. And again, it's just a vibe.
This is my vibe. I fuck with this shit.
So there's the elongated.
He does that a lot. I like that. I like beats, especially when it's low. I don't hear it.
Don't even think I believe in monogamy.
It's not that slow. Not slower in my head.
That's a bit bouncy.
But that's his style.
Yeah, I fuck with this.
That's his style, honestly.
Not bad.
I don't like give him any
5
rating.
a.m.?
5 a.m. I don't give him any rating. He's just someone that when I want this type of, sometimes like summer nights, I'm driving.
That's
Yeah.
what it
I don't want
sounds
a
like.
big bassy song. Just like
This
a little,
is like coming home at 5 a.m. music.
exactly.
I guess that's,
so.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hence the
just
name.
turn some shit on.
That's the name, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Fame
some
Holiday.
singles?
Fame Holiday, we saw the video for that. Let's just kind of give that a moment for itself. I think, Dill, you originally put that, right?
Yeah, because like he's an artist from Saga. I've been seeing his name around here and there. Like I haven't really listened to much before this, to be honest. But once I seen the video and I seen the kind of message that he was trying to convey within that, I'm like, you know what, we have to show some love, to show some support to this, especially him being a local artist. So this is Fame Holiday.
Take Me Away.
Good afternoon. I'm Diana Macedo, the legal team and family of George.
And context to the video, of course. So it's just about just, what do you call it? Social
justice.
Oh yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Social justice.
I wasn't going to get one. I'm not going to bother. Like,
social awareness, just kind of everything that's going on in the world against Black people, and just kind of, you know, spreading that message.
George Floyd speaking outside the courthouse in Minneapolis after.
I'm already to die. They don't understand, everybody, they be lying. Just a young man, they don't understand, I'm trying. I wanna see them better, they don't wanna see my mama crying. You know where is my heart to see my young brothers dying. Take me away, just take me away. Take me all away from all the struggle and pain. I wish I had the answers, I don't know what to say. I wish that I could change the world, it's like I'm going insane.
Yeah, one of those type of records, man. That's again a good look by Fame Holiday. Yeah. Definitely check that out on YouTube specifically, because there is a message behind that video, and we're definitely in support of that. Shout out to Fame Holiday, man.
While we're on topic of social justice, I'm just gonna throw in the Wyclef. Vic
Mensa, yes.
Chance the Rapper. They came out with a song called Shelter. I'm just gonna read. This is from Rolling Stones. A quick summary of the record. It is on social justice and social issues as well. The song is carried around a poignant guitar loop and finds these three artists tackling racial justice and systemic. Systemic. I don't say systematic. If you know, you know. Systemic inequalities with righteous clarity. The song arrives with a fittingly eerie and surreal music video directed by Audrey Muir, in which bodies lay in rest on the streets in a nod to the devastating impact COVID-19 has had on the Black communities. So,
that's a good record. And thing is back.
Vic Mensa.
Vic Bike. Like I said last year, Vic Mensa is Bike, giving us his 2013 flows, which I am here for. No, I really like that record, for real.
Why did people try to cancel Vic Mensa? I don't remember.
I don't think people were trying to cancel him.
It was XX-Tentacion.
Oh, yeah, the younger crowd, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
And then he switched his music style and just didn't really capture any of his
He just spoke ill about the dead, which I think you should.
And that too. That
was probably the biggest issue. It was just like, all right, the guy died. Like, we don't need to crucify him after he's dead.
Yeah.
Which he was still trying to do.
3 JID records came out, and he's proven why he's my favorite rapper today. Or favorite rapper of the new era. Let's call it that.
We can tell by the notes.
We can tell. I was wilding out and
you think it's an album?
Album of the year.
I thought the guy dropped the album. Like, JID dropped.
I looked at it.
I swear to God, I was looking on Apple Music for JID's album.
But I was asking people that I was speaking to. Again, shout out to Blank Canvas Creatives. I'm like, yo, am I overreacting?
No, you just like the guy.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, am I biased?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Okay. Or is it just that hard? Because
JID's flame.
He's
I was
fire,
making the
don't
ugly
get me
face
wrong.
the whole time.
He is fire.
The whole time.
You are biased.
Clutter. I'll play a little bit of Clutter.
Body bad shit happening. Batman, bullets record like Batman. That's past tense.
This is what Earth Gang?
Daddy's son never had shit. Little bad kid trying to act big. I sent him home with an ass kick and then an aspirin.
Yeah, he's saying a lot of shit. At one point, he said, "I'm tired of all the fucking talking about what you talking about. Talking to them, I'm gonna snatch your tongue about your fucking mouth." Pop said, "Be silent and observe. 2 ears and 1 mouth. A nigga got it for a purpose. She gonna pop that pussy, baby. You got it for a purpose." And then he said, "I know I got off topic, but I just had to insert it because I'm a perp." I'm like,
all right.
Okay.
All right.
That's your favorite rapper.
I'm like, okay. That one's produced by Christo. I'm not surprised by that. I love their synergy. They have real good synergy. And the song has a bounce to it. And that threw me off. It gave me some Kamaya vibes. I was like, whoa.
Kamaya.
At the very end. Well, throughout the track.
Don't pound, I'm off the ground. You couldn't fuck with my bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce.
So that one would go crazy at a concert.
Oh, yeah.
And then I asked myself when I saw the Weeknd, I was like, do they know something that I don't?
Maybe they do. They're record labels.
You know what I'm saying?
They're record labels and high up record labels in there, especially the Weeknd.
It's crazy.
That's a deeper conversation.
Exactly.
For another day.
Don't even have.
There's Bruh with Denzel Curry. That one sounds a little like this.
Moving backwards, I could've hit the backflip. Check this. Ain't never hustled for a necklace. Trying to get the fam straight, get us out of debt shit. That shit get testy.
That type of flow to it. Denzel Curry's going crazy.
I was going to say, I think Denzel Curry actually had the better verse on this song.
Low key. And then I looked at the lyrics. I'm like, no, he doesn't.
Okay, I didn't.
But the way he's presenting it,
his delivery is fine.
Delivery is real good.
I've always liked Denzel Curry's delivery.
Yeah,
He's always
me too.
one of those.
Monikers, Zeltron, Slither in Python, right on cue. Right sons to kill you. Vehicles, words on you, serves you right. You lose sight like a man, but not a sag. Flow is ugly, time to bust a sack. Clay wood, I killed the good and bad. Oh my.
Yeah, some good shit going on. In terms of their synergy, I actually just played the last line of this record from Denzel Curry. It kind of tells you who they see themselves as.
Would you look at that? How to kill an ego? JID and Zell, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Jeez.
Who's Scorpion? Who's Sub-Zero?
That's a good question. And who's the better character?
That's a conversation for another day. We could be here for 30 minutes dissecting.
I was a Scorpion fan growing up.
I was always a Sub-Zero fan.
I was a Sub-Zero fan too.
I was a Sub-Zero fan.
But I think Sub-Zero's the popular choice.
I don't think so.
I think Scorpion's stronger.
That's what I'm saying. Me too.
Like I always thought Scorpion was stronger, but Sub-Zero just like look cooler.
But I think didn't Sub-Zero like in the
Sub-Zero to me had Tifa moves like on the ground.
Oh, that was a team. Just slide on the ground.
Sub-Zero had to move still.
Come over here. That was weird.
No, you just jump, duck, jump, duck. Sub-Zero, jump.
No, Sub-Zero's low key better still.
Yeah, that team was crazy because you can't dunk that. Come on,
bro.
It's crazy. Holy fuck. No, that one, like I said though, that Denzel Curry record. I mean, they got that dark feel to it. They're matching each other's energy. Again, I like Denzel's verse a lot on that. That could go down as one of the better collabs of the year, like when it's all said and done. Because I think it kind of checks all the boxes, right? And again, Denzel might have the better verse, but I don't know.
Yeah,
let us know in the comments. What did we say? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments below who you think had the better verse on that JID Denzel Curry record called Bruh. And then again, there's one that came out with Conway the Machine. It was interesting to hear JID on that type of beat because it was more of a soul sample type of beat.
Wasn't used to taking orders. If I'm rude, my apologies. If you wanna, cool cat back in that corner. Ooh, I got the boner. Please show me my opponent. You and your homie, he with you. That's a bonus. One.
I didn't expect that. Hold on. He said 1-1 something about
2 shots. That's a bonus. Never had
1-1 2 shots. That's a bonus. What's Sabonis's number? Don't tell me it's 12. Oh my god. Basic line still. Basic line. But it's hard.
It's kind of fire still.
It's hard.
It's actually kind of fire.
It's kind of like you have to be creative to think about that. You have to know who Sabonis is. You have to know basketball.
Facts.
That's kind of fire. Low key.
No, I like that one. I was surprised to see that one produced by Cristo as well, because again, Cristo's gonna give him more of those performing type of beats, like we heard again with that first record, Clutter. So I was almost surprised to see this one produced by Cristo, but I wasn't surprised by it at all, right? Like I was, you know what I mean. And then one thing he said on there, he said voices in my head, and then I go and record it. And I'm like, okay. That's why you come up with that Sabonis line.
This guy's voice is talking too fast.
That's all. Facts. That's all I really got with that. I mean, I was pretty excited to see a 3-pack from JID. Obviously, one of my favorite rappers, if not my favorite rapper, new age rapper right now. I'm excited for the album personally, and if it's gonna be sounding like this, holy shit, it's gonna be. It's going to be in my conversation for sure. The way you said Cudi from Top was the album of the year conversation. I'm going to say
at the end of the year,
if this is what JID is on, yeah, this is going to be a contender for me. That's for sure. Freddie Gibbs, Gang Signs, Schoolboy Q.
Yes, sir.
We're getting Singing Freddie on the hook.
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't see. I think he did that a little bit on.
Yeah, he sung at times.
But yeah, I was surprised to see him this. You know, it's not what I saw him doing, but it didn't sound bad.
I liked it. Schoolboy Q sounded decent. Can't complain. I like that record.
Like,
Gang Signs.
We need some more Schoolboy Q.
For sure. No, we definitely need more Schoolboy Q. Bobby Sessions, I'm a King featuring Meg Thee Stallion.
Yes, sir.
We ain't gonna say what we said in pre-production.
Wait, what did we say?
Let's not. Let's save it for Patreon. You know,
are we getting on Patreon?
We'll talk about it later in post-pro. Anyways, Bobby Sessions, I'm a King. Soundtrack for Coming to America. Are you watching Coming to America too?
Of course. It's not even like a question.
Do you want me to share something embarrassing?
What?
Listen, there's a lot of movies I haven't seen in my lifetime.
And Coming to America is one of them.
And Coming to America is
fair
one of
enough,
them.
you know.
Like I haven't seen Scarface.
I haven't seen Coming to
I
America.
saw Scarface by accident.
Godfather.
I haven't seen any of the
one
Godfathers.
by accident.
I don't watch Marvel.
This is by me going to someone's house and meet them watching. I'm like, oh, that's
But I watched
Scarface?
Harry Potter.
Goodfellas is a must-watch, though.
I didn't watch Goodfellas.
Must watch.
I want to watch that though.
I didn't watch The Sopranos if we're talking TV.
Sopranos is fire, but there's
I
a lot
didn't
of
watch Coming
N-words
to
in there that I
America.
didn't appreciate.
Oh damn. Okay, now I definitely want to watch it. Now.
I didn't watch Belly. No, I'm joking. I watched Belly still.
I was gonna say, oh,
I didn't watch Waist Deep. No, I'm joking. That was a hard movie.
Paid in full.
I watched Paid in Full
Okay.
still. I watched
like,
Paid in
okay,
Full.
you know, it's just one you missed. I won't say like this guy does not know his whole history.
No, there's buried in my I missed still. I can't lie. There's buried in my missed. But no, this record. I mean, it fit the theme. My bad. It fit the theme of what the movie should look like, and that's all I really have to say about that. I didn't love the record, but I do love to see Bobby Sessions getting the shine. I like to see Bobby Sessions featuring Meg and not like the other way around, even though it's his song. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good look for Bobby Sessions, and let's hope that does well.
Shout out to them. Polo G, GNF. Okay. It sounds a little bit different from Polo G, but I like Polo G and I like it, so
yeah,
go bump that. Tizzy Stackz, Lil Berete are back now with Young Smoke.
I fuck with Lil Berete big time now.
On Big Body.
I think it's hard.
This track is another hard track by them, so go bump that.
It's a yellow tape.
It's a yellow tape thing.
It's a yellow tape thing. The beat.
I am so confused.
Yellow tape means like, yo, it's yellow tape. It's game over.
Oh,
it's a yellow
yeah,
tape.
yeah. It's yellow tape.
They killed that shit.
They killed that shit.
Yes, they killed that shit.
It happens, man. It's called Big Body.
Big Body.
Play a little bit of that one.
I ain't feeling you gangsta. Ooh, this is my lifestyle, no, this ain't no act. Ooh, I blew it back out, I ain't blowing no cash out. Ooh, this is my lifestyle, no, then you.
We pull up to you cool. Up in the field, my nigga, my top. We say your game is dead.
That's hard.
I just like the sound. It's
That's
Toronto
hard.
sounding.
That's hard.
No, it's nice. It sounds clean. Like I like the level of that Toronto sound is at right now.
It's been
like,
so clean.
It's gotten the level went up still.
Mixing
the video quality's high. The mixing, the mastering's high. The
Yes,
engineering's high.
Shout out to the whole scene,
bro. Everything is high right
It doesn't
now.
look like it's being made in someone's basement.
Yeah, it's on a different level right now. I love it.
Cardi B up. I'm gonna have a quick commentary about this, right? So she does say if it's up, then it's stuck, right? Like this, right?
Up, then it's up.
They're gonna take it down Atlantic,
Oh,
so you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
So I want to play a record here from Mir Pesos and Mir Fontaine called "Stuck," produced by Wayne on the Sticks. Now, Mir Pesos himself says, "Cardi B, we want our money."
Then it's stuck, ayy. Then it's stuck, yeah. Then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. Then up, then it's stuck. Then it's up, then it's
Wow.
stuck.
So they came out first.
Then it's stuck.
We want our money.
I like that.
I can't tell if it's up, then it's stuck. Then up, then
I got something for you.
Who came out first?
Of course, Mir Pesos came out. That's why they said we want our money.
How long ago though?
Come on now.
I got something for you. 1 second.
So let's say you got some. What you got?
There's someone else that said Cardi copied this song from them.
Oh, stop this.
And the guy actually said the person that produced this beat is who he bought his beat from.
Wow.
And I can't find it. Frick, I saw it was.
So the person that produced Cardi's track?
Yes, that's who he bought his beat from.
Oh.
And he
Now
came out
Cardi,
with this
of
song.
course, gets records given to her for the most part and has to
for
produce
sure.
them at the level
And,
of stardom
like,
that she's at now.
That's okay. You could have bought the beat, yeah, sure. But if Cardi comes to you and says, "Yo, I need that beat," I'm giving the beat to Cardi.
Oh, but that's what. But and the thing is, like, he wasn't beefing. I can't find it now, but he was just saying, just do a song together. Like he was like, he's not mad.
Yeah.
about it.
So Cardi goes to Atlantic
I
and
think
says,
Mir
"Yo, pay this
Pesos
man."
has a case.
He has a case, 1,000,000%.
No, this guy too has a case. Like if you hear,
Yeah, but he can get paid off. Both of them can get paid off, but this Mir Peso is.
That's the point of a case.
Yeah, but
Pay me.
They have a stronger
Take the
case.
record. Pay me.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But low key, add me credit as a writer because that's my hook.
Facts.
Get me paid for the rest of my life. Thanks.
Facts.
Yeah, I can't find his
rotation?
But some bullshit.
Rotation, yeah.
Yeah, let's go to our rotation. It's all good, man. This shit happens.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not
So
gonna
pass-
fight.
pass
I'm
it
not
to the
fighting
right.
another man's battle.
Okay, so rotation.
I start?
Even though
Who's
I'm on the
starting?
left, I'll start first. So I listened to Mirrorland by Earth Gang. I listened to Good Vibes, Za by Wale. I listened to MMG Presents Self-Made Volume 2. I love that one. This thing of Oz. That one by MMG, of course. I bumped Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle.
Hey, I might bump that.
I bumped the Falarin mixtape, or I guess Falarin by Wale. Of course, that one has Chun-Li featuring Nipsey Hussle on it. It's one of my favorite records on that. I bumped Malibu by Anderson .Paak. Then I bumped Yes Lord, I'm Chillin' by Anderson .Paak, and Knowledge. Of course, that is No Worries, the band, for lack of a better word. Face Your Fear by Curtis Harding. I was in a Black Rock mood, so I bumped that. Of course, Black Rock is Dame Dash's combination of hip hop and rock. I bumped a record or a project called Audacity Complete by Kevin Ross. It's good. Listen to it. That's all I'm gonna say. Audacity Complete by Kevin Ross. It's good. Then I bumped. That's kind of it, other than the new records. Yeah, that's kind of all I bumped.
True.
Am
I going? You want to go next?
I'll go. So, what was I listening to? So, I was listening to Justified, Justin Timberlake. Based on our conversation from last week's podcast, I had to go back and listen to JT. So Much Fun by Young Thugger. And then I was listening to Born Sinner for some reason. I don't know why.
That's
And then so I was watching a couple documentaries last week for Black History Month. Robert Johnson. I won't go into too much detail on who he is, but let's say he is the godfather of rock music. And then I went into listening to Muddy Waters after that as well, because they say Muddy Waters is the polished version of Robert Johnson. And then I was listening to Polo G, the GOAT, While the World Was Burning, or the fuck it's called, by St. John. And then Colores by J Balvin. It's been a while. And that's it.
Okay. All right. Welcome to Old Block by King Von.
Jeez, you've been bumping that.
Yeah, I'm never going to stop. Where is this? Where does the song go? The Voice, Deluxe, Lil Durk. Legends Never Die, Juice WRLD, Goodbye and Good Riddance by Juice WRLD again. I went into Nav, I bumped Emergency Tsunami and Good Intentions, his last two albums. Gardner Express by Pressa, and Polo G, The GOAT, and I'll bump, because a few times, You're Going to Be Fine by 5 a.m.
Okay. I like challenges.
How is that a challenge? The whole time you were saying your thing, we were looking at a challenge.
Oh, what's a challenge,
bro? We're not gonna talk about it. Yeah. For we'll save it for the Patreon, but I'll show you as I'm struggling here to. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for our rotation.
That's a challenge.
So in that case, just keep watching. In that case, we're gonna move on to our post potpourri, because I can multitask. Yeah, me. Gonna move on to our post, and then I was like, okay, that's the same exact reaction.
Hey, you know what? I'm not even on this challenge. I can fuck with this challenge. I can fuck with this challenge.
And you go, like a fucking force field.
That's in the force field.
I can fuck with that challenge.
So you just dance to the track. That's the challenge.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Oh,
anyways,
speaking of post potpourri, so I don't know which one of you guys responded to me when I sent that thing to the group chat. I said, who's the Quan signed to?
Oh, that was me.
Because they post something about Lil Uzi Vert, but I'm like, if he's signed to a record label, or he's bought out by a record label, they're not going to be posting any regular artist. They post something about Lil Uzi Vert with the thing on his forehead, which I'm not going to talk about. But I was just one of those things that, hey, keep your eyes open, because that's how record labels work. Now Uzi's in people's head, because Jaquan has how many million followers?
Good point.
So Uzi's dropping
soon?
I just think just push streams or something.
It's a good point, though.
But it's just one of those things to, I keep my eyes open for like marketing schemes, because that's a marketing scheme.
It's true. Next post potpourri topic, something about the Proud Boys. I think they were listed as a terrorist organization.
Yes, among other
groups.
Groups.
Canada has designated the Proud Boys as a terrorist entity, describing the extremist group as a neo-fascist organization that engages in political violence.
Fair enough to me.
Enough said.
Enough said, for real.
Why are the Raptors here?
I don't know. You put that there.
I probably did.
Did I put that there? No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So we talk about Rushmore often.
Yes.
But there was a tweet going around on Toronto sports Twitter for a little while. I think it was on Wednesday. And it was talking about the Raptors' row of legends, right? So 5 Raptors on the 5-person Rushmore.
Ooh.
Who are they?
I want to say like.
Can we talk about unanimous ones first? Go ahead. Sorry.
Set a disclaimer, like because a lot of people did play for the Raptors. Right, but I want to say
no. We're
players
talking
that
their
actually
time.
play-
They're talking their time in Toronto. We're not talking.
Like, you don't have a statue for
We're not putting Olajuwon on
That's
there.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
because
come
man,
on,
yo,
man.
Keem Olajuwon played for the Raptors.
People that made a difference.
No, we're talking about their time on the Raptors,
Good,
right?
good.
So,
Just so we're on the same
Can
page.
we agree that Kyle Lowry is a unanimous name?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
DeRozan?
Can we agree that before we get to that?
Okay, so
Can
that's
we
not
agree? And you might disagree, but I agree. Can you agree that Vince Carter is a unanimous name?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2.
2 unanimous.
Two
I
done.
already know who my 5 are.
Can we say Kawhi is a unanimous name? He brought a chip to the city.
See, he's my 5th, like...
Barely
let me
hanging
see
on?
who my other options are
Okay.
before I include
So
Kawhi.
now that we're done the 2 unanimous ones, who's your 5?
We said Lowry.
Lowry.
Those who are Chris Bosh and
DeRozan. I think DeRozan is cemented.
Yeah, so at DeRozan,
My opinion.
Even Chris Bosh, I kind of want to get like a Damian Stoudemire, and they're just like, you know, one of the
Some
OGs.
people are saying we're getting Bosh out of here.
I'm down to get Bosh
That's
out.
crazy.
No,
That's
no
crazy.
offense to Bosh, but like...
Bosh was a guy for us.
He
for
was,
the
don't
longest.
get me wrong.
He brought us back to the playoffs for like the first time since like after, you know what I mean? Like,
and he did, but...
Nah, bro. Chris Bosh is a guy. I have to say, Jose Calderon has to be in there somewhere. Man, like Jose Calderon has to be in there somewhere. He held us down, bro. When we were shit, bro, he held us down.
He didn't hold us
It's
down.
not about who's holding us down. It's about who helped us
He just
win,
had a
man.
good assist to turnover ratio. He didn't hold us
He led
down.
the league in assists.
We were winning.
Put Steve Nash up there before fucking Jose Calderon. He didn't even play for Toronto. Get out of here.
Man, like Jose Calderon has to be up there.
You're
Somewhere.
insane. So you're putting.
men.
So are you
We have
putting?
all-stars up there and not nobody.
I'm not even gonna say that because if you're gonna talk point guard 6 men that held us down, I'm putting Alvin Williams ahead of Jose Calderon.
I'm putting Damian Stoudemire ahead of
I'm putting
Calderon.
Damon Stoudemire ahead too. Well, I might not. I might not
will.
put Dame.
But I'm not gonna put Dame. I just want to put some.
I'm putting Alvin Williams
I want
there.
like an old schooler there.
Junkyard Dog?
No.
Like he'll get a poster on the inside.
Who's a 5-man squad that you're gonna put up?
Not a 5-man squad. Don't think that
just
because you're
5
gonna think
people.
positionally. You're gonna think hard player.
Okay, just
the
5.
the all-time 5.
Okay, so
Raptors
I have my
team.
5 here.
Okay.
Okay, that's what
We
that's
said
that's what-
Lowry,
Vince Carter, Bosh, DeRozan, Kawhi.
Kawhi. Okay.
That's my 5.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's my 5.
And I don't
Okay.
I think the only other name you argue in there is some people
Jose
want to start
Calderon.
including Fred.
too soon.
Too soon.
He's only been with us
Now,
for
who does he take over?
Kawhi.
Really?
He won the championship.
I'd take him over Bosh at that point.
Oh.
If he continues on that. Because I
You know
have to
what,
give it
that's
to
true.
Kawhi because he gave us
Because
a
he
ring.
did give us that ring. And he
Right.
did that, yeah. He did hit the buzzer beater against Philly.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, you know what?
Fred,
You're
Fred
right.
balled
Bosh
out.
is
Fred balled out, though.
Bosh is the first person to get
Yeah,
the,
it would have to
I
be.
think Siakam's on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Man, look at what he did in the playoff. Like, if he at least showed up in the playoff, I would
He put
argue.
up 30 against the Nets.
Okay, look, if he showed up in the playoffs, I would argue. I don't care about you doing the freaking regular season. Get 8 seed if I care. But show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm taking Jose over Spicy. So.
Chelsea. You know what? You're allowed your opinion.
Your team.
Yeah, you're not taking Jose Calderon over Spicy
He
Pete.
averaged 12 and 6
I'm not taking
on a 30-win team
Yeah.
I'm not taking
for
Jose
5
Calderon.
year. So what did he do?
Alright.
What am I
Jose
giving
Calderon
it?
was like probably like number 16 on my list.
That's
Maybe-
crazy.
No, he's like number 11.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Like number 16 on mine.
I'm taking Jose over Spicy.
Put Marcus Banks over. I'm playing. I'm playing. But
That's crazy.
TJ Ford or Jose?
If he didn't get injured.
Yeah.
If he didn't get injured.
Shout out to TJ.
If he didn't get injured, we would have never saw Kyle Lowry low key. Low key.
Shout out to Kyle Lowry.
A lot of people don't
Kyle Lowry's
remember
number
that.
1. That's all we know. Kyle Lowry's number 1.
Lowry has to be number 1, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's our guy. He's a guy for us.
This is the first statue I want to see.
Facts.
Kyle Lowry.
And
offense
then
to
our
anyone else.
cemented. Wait, do we want anything else? Anything
I
else?
have no
Question?
chance to add.
Predictions after they happened. Obviously, it's the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl?
By the time you listen to this podcast, the Super Bowl is over.
It's going to be fun.
Now,
I felt
before
it-
we get to the
okay.
Super Bowl, I'll just quickly mention, because this will take 5 seconds, boxing MMA picks. All one word, boxing MMA picks.
How would that name not take
Check
it?
that out on YouTube. I know, right? I was like,
solid
yo,
name.
I gotta get that. Check that out on YouTube. 2 UFC fights that have just happened by the time you listen to this. Alistair Overeem versus Alexander Volkov. Overeem is like Vince Carter. He has wins in 4 decades.
Yeah, I know that guy from like fighting Sugar Ray or what?
Nah, you're tripping. But
no,
I know
the other Sugar guy.
Oh, man. Oh.
That's a
Sugar Ray, man. I don't watch these fights. I don't watch combat sports.
Listen, man, it's okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
We don't have to continue on that. But the Overeem versus Volkov. Alexander Volkov is the favorite in that fight, but I am gonna go with the underdog, Alistair Overeem, on that. I think he has a title run left in him at this point. Tough fight, but Overeem is worth the underdog pick. We'll see what happens there. And then Frankie Edgar versus Corey Sandhagen. Love Frankie Edgar. He's a legend, but Sandhagen is new blood, new breed. It's like Bradley Beal versus Vince Carter, fam. Like, come on, man. I'm going for Bradley Beal. Sorry.
Bradley Beal is cooking.
You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it for that. I just wanted to quickly mention that boxing MMA picks. Check that out on YouTube for some actual picks before they happen as opposed to after they happen. But now to include you guys in the conversation. Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. We have Tom versus New Tom.
I had a vision.
Can't give the man his own name. I said New Tom.
We have Tom Brady versus...
And my vision told me that the Bucks were going to win. But I can't bet against Mahomes.
Oh, the Bucks.
Yo, Mahomes... I can't believe what he did to the Bills.
Yeah, I can't bet against Mahomes, man.
You can't.
I watched that, bro.
Against him, bro.
I was so like,
he is New Tom.
He was like snap, scramble, scramble,
shuffle. New Tom. But
30 yards.
Who's the last quarterback to win back-to-back Super Bowls?
Snap,
Tom Brady.
Duck, dodge, run out the way.
I don't think anybody's ever won back-to-back Super Bowls.
No, not recently. Pretty sure like.
Who's won back-to-back Super Bowls?
Jerry Rice won twice in a row.
But as a quarterback, though.
His quarterback was Dan Elway. I don't fucking know football like that anymore. But.
Yeah, let's not try to know football. Let's just stick to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Though. So like, I think Tom Brady's like my heart tells me Tom Brady's gonna win, but my mind tells me Mahomes.
I think Kansas just because I feel like they're hungry. They want to prove that like fuck no offense to Tom Brady, but fuck Tom Brady.
And it's a black quarterback winning back-to-back. They're not going to allow that to happen, bro.
Is an all-star. Like
but the NFL is rigged.
He's a video game.
The NFL is
and
rigged.
That's the thing. Breeze, Rodgers, and Mahomes to get your ring as you're 42 years old, your 7th ring to be the most winningest ever in a new city, bro.
You're making the NFL. Like the NFL's gonna be everywhere.
It's like the fact that LeBron's gonna be MVP this year.
This is WWE.
It's the same thing.
But they not running back.
You know what I'm saying? So like they didn't give LeBron the MVP last year.
Mahomes will be here for a while. They're gonna give Brady his ring.
I think so. That's what I think. That's what
I think so.
Mahomes will be back next year.
I think
and
so.
It's so easy to rig football.
But my gut says Mahomes is lighting them motherfuckers up. That's Mahomes.
But it's easy to rig football. Flag on the play for what?
Pass interference.
You held his shoelace.
20-yard penalty.
Okay, so for the sake of
first down,
for the sake of listenership, we're either gonna sound real dumb or real smart. Pick a winner. Who will win the Super Bowl? Don't tell me this, that, the other. Pick a winner.
The Weeknd.
Who won?
The Weeknd wins.
Hold on. I'll give you that.
Toronto, Canada wins the Super Bowl, bro.
Yo, for real. US, you guys are gonna win this.
Who's doing the anthem again?
Jasmine Sullivan and
come on,
Eric Church.
Jasmine Sullivan won. Jasmine Sullivan won that.
We're not here for the game, yo. Wake me up at halftime, fam.
Yo, what's the over? What's the over under that the Weeknd wins the whole suit?
What do you mean though?
Are we betting on that?
What suit?
The Weeknd suit, bro. The
red one?
Yeah.
Nah, that one's retired.
Nah, is he? That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna bet on him to wear it again?
Nah, I'm gonna bet on him not to wear it. That's retired.
Is there a prop bet for that?
Probably.
No.
Probably. Yo, the prop bets on the Super Bowl are crazy.
I just took this in. Do you know why the Weeknd dropped the highlights? So everyone knows his songs for the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Yo, I didn't take that into just now.
You don't see the vision, bro. You don't see the vision.
I didn't take that into just now still.
Okay, we still didn't answer the question. So listeners will listen to this on Monday and will either sound real smart or real dumb.
Either real right or real
Who won the Super Bowl?
The Buccaneers.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Okay.
Here we go.
The Chiefs. Okay. I like that.
Super Bowl predictions.
I like that. So that being said, just cue that music.
Hey.
That will take us
you ready
to the end.
What it is.
The unfortunate ends.
Better tell your kids.
Of another episode of the True North Views
you a kid.
Podcast. Episode 141. You know the vibes at this point.
How I live.
Please continue that conversation by telling a friend,
tell a friend,
to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Please, if you forget to do that, Like, rate, comment, subscribe,
Hit that bell.
share.
Help the
Hit the
algos.
bell. Help the algorithms. Get the runtime up. Play it in the background. Private browser. Another private browser. Another private browser. Your iPad. Your phone. Your phone's private browser.
Hey,
your PlayStation. Your PlayStation.
Yeah,
I do that
YouTube
very
app.
often.
That's a good one.
YouTube app. I let it run. It gives me a good 4 hours before it stops.
Just keep looping it.
Let that shit go. Listen, man, do all of that. It helps.
Alright.
It helps. We definitely appreciate it. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
Skirt.
This is Dill. Skirt. Gotta skirt it back. There you go. This is Dill. The podcast K. AKA the Caramel God. AKA Caramel Papi. Pulling up from the logo. Cheers. 3-pointers only. Bang.
Bang, puts it in. I thought you were like putting yourself on IG video. Like, I'm like, what is this guy doing?
Y'all know me. Skirt master, Mr. Triple Double himself, 0 assists. Stealing 70 mil from the TTC. On my way to that NBA championship. I am just Shola.
Oh, yeah.
That was an abrupt end.
It was very abrupt. But before we end, just tell them that number one rule.
It's cold. It's icy. Watch out for the wastemans.
I'm so icy. Yeah, man, watch out for the motherfucking wastemans. You know the vibes. It's cold as hell, so just be safe. I'm so icy. I'm a glacier boy. But listen, man, it's a True North Views podcast, episode 141. Peace.